you got here.
The following is a presentation of Eagle Radio and Sacred Heart Basketball.
And welcome into another evening of Sacred Heart Basketball here on Salina Post. As you'll be watching and listening to it, and presented by Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine. Good evening. I'm Adam Coulter. Avery Cadle on the broadcast as our camera person again this evening, and want to thank her for all her help throughout the season. And of course you for watching and listening to us online here now. Second night in 3 nights for the boys and girls of Sacred Heart on the hardwood. So right now, well, one day of school for I know USD 305 Salina and Sacred Heart, among other area schools, just back in school today. So I mentioned the little quirk after tonight. They'll have had 1 day of school and 2 games. Tomorrow, by the time we hit the weekend, they'll have had just 2 days of school, but already 3 games in the books this week alone here in this first week of the new year 2024. Welcoming you once again here to Sacred Heart as in tonight, non-league game, Northern Plains League opponent in the Beloit St. John's Tipton Blue Jays here. As the Lady Knights and Lady Jays will go head-to-head in our first of 2 here tonight. Little interesting tidbit before we get to a quick break is that 2 different last names on my score sheet. There's only 11 girls, so just something to look forward, or something to not look forward to so much, but just an advantage on paper for the Knights that the Blue Jays roster, only 11 ladies on as total, so just not a lot of experience on this team, but they do come in with a 3-3 record and also 2-0 in the Northern Plains League thus far this year. But the first 6 players on my roster, 2 different last names, and there are Avery Brummer, Carly Brummer, Jenna Gingler, Linnell Gingler, Aubrey Gingler, if I could say it, and Kendra Gingler. So those 6 ladies, you've got 2 twins, 2 sets of otherwise sisters, and 2 cousins. And I believe they're actually all 6 are cousins. So a lot of family, one of the cliches, and a lot of teams like to talk about being a family and playing for everybody, all for one for all. But this one, literally, 6 of the 11 on the roster are 2 sets of twins, 2 sets of sisters, and 2 sets of cousins. So really an interesting little piece to this one coming up here. We'll go ahead and take a break as we continue our pregame coming up. Sacred Heart comes into this one 3-4 after the loss to Minneapolis back on Tuesday, 53-39. They're 3-4. They're 0-2 in the NCAA League. A couple of games out of league coming up tonight and tomorrow. They'll be back in league right here next Tuesday as they'll take on Republic County next week. But a couple games out of the NCAA League for tonight and tomorrow night. The Knights come in 3-4. The Lady Blue Jays 3-3, and we'll get a break in, come back, and we'll tell you more about the players, the starters, and the opening tap. You're listening to Sacred Heart Basketball on Salina Post, presented by Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine.
The Bennington State Bank proudly supports local sports and wants each student to know that their hard work and talent is noticed and appreciated. At Bennington State Bank, they care about local communities and are committed to fostering long-term relationships through the delivery of excellent customer service, integrity, and fairness. From helping local businesses to supporting community youth and nonprofits to helping you purchase your dream home or invest in your future, Bennington State Bank is here to help. Give them a call to experience exceptional banking with hometown service. Bennington State Bank, your trusted hometown bank. Member FDIC. APAC Kansas Incorporated has been building the Heartland from the ground up for over a century. From the supply of aggregate materials, hot mix asphalt, and concrete to the construction of roads and bridges, we do it all. You've seen our trucks, and now we want to hire you. APAC in Salina is growing, and we are hiring for all positions. From truck drivers to mechanics, general laborers, and construction, APAC has your next career. For more details, visit the job links page at salinapost.com. Great pay and benefits, APAC is an equal opportunity employer.
Maui Clinic is pleased to welcome obstetrician and gynecologist Dr. Mariah Jones. Dr. Jones is a Salina area native and is excited to return to her roots and care for the women of North Central Kansas. She completed medical school and residency at the University of Kansas School of Medicine. Dr. Jones is joining Drs. Knox, Prendergast, Morgan, Ablard, and Roche at Maui Women's Clinic in Salina. Schedule your appointment with Dr. Jones by calling 785-827-7261 or visit MauiClinic.com to learn why you matter more at Maui.
You're listening to Sacred Heart Basketball.
Welcome back to the Sacred Heart Gym. Adam Coulter and Avery Cato on the broadcast, getting set for what will be the night's second doubleheader in 3 nights, as back at home again tonight and then out on the road to Hayes tomorrow night. Snow permitting, I suppose. It's supposed to snow, but I don't think a whole lot, but we'll keep our eyes on that. But otherwise, we will be at TMP Thomas More Prep for a road doubleheader tomorrow night right here on Salina Post as well, with our live streaming and audio out in Hayes. Well, starting here in this one, I mentioned the Lady Jays. The Lady Blue Jays, a thin roster, just 11 on the roster total, varsity and JV, and they will start tonight. All 2 Brummers and 2 Ginglers, as I mentioned. They will start Ava Brummer, just a freshman. She's a 5'4" freshman for the Lady Jays. 5'9" junior is Carly Brummer. And again, those 2 are cousins. Jenna Gingler, 5'8" senior, and also Aubrey Gingler, a 5'9" senior. Those are twins. And then the 5th starter will be Linnell Gingler. Or check that, Jenna Gingler, I should say, a 5'8" senior. And also coming off the bench will be Aubrey Gingler. I completely messed that up. I'm going to start one more time. Starting 5, Ava Brummer, 5'4" freshman. Carly Brummer, a 5'9" junior. Jenna Gingler, 5'8" senior. Linnell Gingler, 5'8" sophomore, and a senior at 5'9", Aubrey Gingler. And once again, 2 Brummers that are cousins. Also 2 that are sisters and 2 that are twins. So we're going to have a lot of the same names back and forth as this one goes on here as far as the girls' game. But Brummer and Brummer, Gingler, Gingler, and Gingler. Senior, sophomore, senior, junior, and freshman. So they've got 1 from every grade level starting here in the starting 5 here tonight. Their head coach is Leah Bergman. They are 3-3 on the season. They come in 2-0 in the Northern Plains League this evening. Meanwhile, for Sacred Heart, they come in 3-4, 0-2 in the NCAA League with losses at Southeast of Saline before the Christmas break. And just this past Tuesday here at home to Minneapolis, looking for, well, another victory again on the out of league for a couple nights, but the Knights still looking to get back to 500 tonight and hopefully over 500 on Friday night, tomorrow night. But starting the 5 for the Knights, they'll start Katie Weiss, a 5'7" senior, leading scorer for Sacred Heart, 15.6 points per game, also 4 rebounds and just under 3 assists per game. Megan Torrey, 5'9" senior, just under a point and an assist and 2.5 rebounds per game for Megan. Skylar Douglas, 5'7" sophomore, 10 points, 5 rebounds, 1 assist per game for Skylar. Adlin Lee is going to start once again tonight, as she's been switching off a little bit with Sydney Getz. Those 2 have alternated starts here in these first few games of the season, but Adlin Lee will start tonight, just a freshman at 5'3", 6.5 points for her per game. And Avery Eshelman, the 6'1" senior, averaging a double-double coming in with 11 points, 11 rebounds, and an assist and a half per game. So tonight for the Lady Knights, it'll be Weiss, Torrey, Douglas, Lee, and Eshelman for Sacred Heart head coach Carl Hines. And again, the Knights coming in 3-4, 0-2 in the NCAA League. We'll take one more break. We'll come back with the opening tip-off after this. You're listening to Sacred Heart Basketball on Salina Post, presented by Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine.
Hometown Disposal is a locally owned and operated waste hauling company offering residential and commercial trash service. Hometown Disposal offers front load, roll off, and rear load disposal bins for all your waste hauling needs. Let Hometown Disposal assist you with all your daily, weekend, or seasonal cleanup jobs. Hometown Disposal offers waste disposal options that are simple, affordable, and stress-free. Hometown Disposal is the right choice for families, local business owners, and general contractors. Contact Hometown Disposal, Salina's premier waste hauling solution.
Looking to take the next step in your career?
Consider an MBA from Kansas Wesleyan. You can complete the program fully online in as little as 1 year, and your last class is free. Want to be a part of one of the region's fastest growing universities? Visit kwu.edu/MBA today. That's kwu.edu/MBA.
Whether on the field, court, or in the operating room, experience matters. A coach loves an experienced team just like a patient values an experienced doctor. Salina Ortho has ABOS board-certified physicians with over 40 years of orthopedic service. If you need help staying active or just want to discuss options regarding the newest techniques and services and specialties that Salina Ortho provides, see one of our trusted physicians or visit salinaortho.com. Salina Ortho, your voice, your choice, past, present, and future.
When does normal acute pain become abnormal chronic pain? Chronic pain can be one of two types, nociceptive and neuropathic. Each type differs based on what causes it, what it feels like, and what treatments may relieve it. Neuropathic pain can often be managed by a therapy called neurostimulation or spinal cord stimulation. If you suffer from chronic pain, ask your primary care physician for a referral to the Salina Pain Clinic. Our pain specialist will discuss the right options to manage your pain. Online at salinapainclinic.org.
And now back to Sacred Heart basketball.
And welcome back once again to Sacred Heart basketball here from the Sacred Heart Gym. Second straight home game here in 2024, and second in 3 nights. It'll be ultimately 3 games in 4 nights before all is said and done after tomorrow's night's game on the road at Hayes and Thomas More Prep. But here and now, the Beloit St. John's Tipton Lady Blue Jays in town to take on the Sacred Heart Lady Knights. And one more time, our starting lineups for St. John's Tipton. Ava Brummer, 5'4" freshman. Carly Brummer, 5'9" junior. Jenna Gangler, 5'8" senior. Linnell Gangler, 5'8" sophomore. And Aubrey Gangler, a 5'9" senior. For the Blue Jays, and for the Knights, we'll get to that here in just a moment, as Avery Eshelman is going to jump center along with Linnell Gangler. It's going to be 6'1" versus 5'8", and the height for the Knights advantage there as we are underway here in this one. Knights open up as you look at it. With the ball knocked out of bounds right out the bat, it'll stay with Sacred Heart. The Knights, they'll go right to left here as you view it. And the Blue Jays in the road blues, left to right here to start things off early on in this one. Inbound pass near corner, 3-point shot up, missed, rebound taken by the Blue Jays. It's Linnell Gangler. Now Brummer, that's Carly Brummer to Ava Brummer. Just underway here from Sacred Heart. Glad you're with us here tonight. There's a loose ball taken away by Sacred Heart. That was Toria Douglas. Outlet pass now, Weiss. Baseline, back to Weiss from Eshelman. And a tie-up is called. Possession arrow is gonna, looks like it'll be back to the Blue Jays. And it will be. Just 37 seconds in. Clock rolls again. Some Adlin Lee, a little pressure in the backcourt. And right here to wait on Gangler. The shot right baseline, good. Right down the other end was Lee to Torrey. Now Douglas to the basket, but lost the handle. Tried to save it, could not.
Relax, you're fine. Strong with it.
And Coach Hines simply telling his girls, just relax. Slow down a bit. Opening minute plus here, and again across the timeline. Jenna Gangler for the Blue Jays. Bounce pass to the elbow right. Give and go. Gangler got it back, trying to bounce pass underneath. It's knocked out of bounds. This time, it'll go the way of the Knights. So head coach Carl Hines and Katie Weiss chatting here. 6.5 to play in the first. There's Douglas to Eshelman. Eshelman back to Skylar Douglas. Coach calling out for a motion. There's Weiss one more time near the center circle in between the rings. Nice pass down low, up off glass, no good. Lee couldn't get it to go, but a nice pass to her, definitely. Now back across the timeline, Brummer. Brummer to Brummer. That's Carly to Ava. Addie Lee right there on defense, and now reaching, nearly stolen by Weiss. Jump, pull up, right side missing. Offensive rebound, put back up. That's off the heel, no good. And the ball back to Sacred Heart one more time. Torrey the rebound. Eshelman, now Douglas, right side lead to the basket. Up and under, shot good. 2-2. Addie Lee ties it at 2. Not quite 2.5 gone by in the game. Again, Blue Jays back down the floor. Near side wing is Gengler driving against Douglas. Trying to maneuver around her. That pass, or the shot I should say, skips off about 3, bounces off the iron, would not fall for her, but this will be our first shooting foul of the game. And first foul overall. Douglas called for her first, and the first team foul on the night's free throw is up. And it rattles out. Off the heel to front iron, and first sub in the game here is Kendra Gengler in there for the Blue Jays. Second shot, in and out. Offensive board. Put back up from left elbow, missing. And out of bounds as Weiss tried to save it on the far sideline in front of the student section for Sacred Heart. To no avail, ball back to the Blue Jays. 5:21 to play here in the first, and a 2-2 tie.
No right hand drive.
Now it's Douglas battling Jenna Gengler between the rings. Pass to the near side. Out high back left wing. Again, Gengler and Skylar Douglas. Offense to defense, and it was nearly rolling out of bounds. As saving it, and timeout's going to be called, I believe. Yes, it will be. Quick 30 by head coach Carl Hines of Sacred Heart. 2-2 tie. Back after this. You're watching and listening to Sacred Heart basketball on Salina Post, presented by Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine.
The hours of drills, the pre-dawn workouts, the hundreds of laps. It takes hard work, passion, and drive to do what you love. When you're sidelined by injury, Salina Regional Sports Medicine is just as committed and works just as hard to get you back in the game. Salina Regional Sports Medicine, 785-452-7366. SalinaRegionalSportsMedicine.com.
Back in Salina and Sacred Heart. As Getz is going to check in. Sydney Getz, I think Addie Lee might have lost a contact there. She's going to run back to the locker room, but expect to see her back. But for right now, shot in the corner, missing, and the rebound by the Blue Jays one more time. Boy, and taken right back away to the basket, up off the glass, and good. Sydney Getz just came in the game and give her a steal and give her a basket. Now the Knights with it one more time. Here's Douglas. Off to Getz one more time. Well, Getz didn't take long at all to make her presence felt early on. Getz out high. Getz to her right to Eshelman on the wing. Up top, Weiss with it. Open three, shot up off the heel. Long rebound for a moment. Oh, nice save. But a foul's going to be called. Boy, that was a nice save by Megan Torrey. Into Eshelman, but they're going to call a foul on the play. Now Megan that would have been Megan Torrey going for that loose ball. Nicole Richards at the scorer's table, she's going to check in for, and coming right up here by the scorer's table, and just happened to catch what she was talking with the coaches, that just got her bell rung a little bit, so to speak. She got knocked into that garbage can over there, and she said it hit her in the neck briefly, but still very much on her own power back to the bench. So now she's standing right next to me. She looks all right. She's getting looked over. Well, 4-2 the score. And the foul will go on Aubrey Gingler. Free throw up and good by Eshelman. That makes it a 5-2 Knight lead. Second free throw up and buried them both. 6-2 Knights. They were down 2-0 early, and they've scored the last half dozen. And now, not ready for a pass. Eshelman now with numbers. Eshelman and Douglas. And a loose ball and another whistle. Another foul. Looks like it'll be called. Jenna Gingler, her first personal, third team foul. Into Weiss. Nice pass to Eshelman off the glass and good. Weiss the assist. Eshelman the basket. She's got 4. The Knights lead by 6. Another drive down the floor. Up top. From Brummer to Brummer. Now down low. It's off the glass, up and good. Linnell Gingler with a basket. 8-4. That breaks what was a 6-0 Knight spurt. Up top, Douglas, right side to Richards, who just checked in as well. Now Getz driving up off the glass, missing, no good. Rebound goes back to Carly Brummer and back to Tipton. Back to the Lady Jays. Boy, runner in the lane, missing, no good. Rebound to Getz for the Knights. 8-4 under 3 to play in the opening quarter. Weiss on the right wing, far side, back to the near side. Richards to Eshelman in a crowd, kick back out Richards. Up top to Getz. Weiss one more time between the rings, now still drives, spinning at the free throw line, back again Richards. Getz one more time, near side wing. Driving to the basket, lost the handle, and had it deflected away, it appeared. Blue Jays ball back in transition, and no call either there. And now bodies all over the place. And down the floor to Weiss. Weiss around a player to the rim, missed it strong. And after all that, the Knights are going to retain possession. Far side to Richards on the right baseline. And she traveled. Crazy sequence there as Addie Lee is going to check back in. Weiss will sit. 8-4 remains in favor of the Lady Knights. 2 minutes to go, 2 even here in the opening quarter. I think a moment ago, back on this half of the floor, there was more ladies on the floor than were standing vertical for a second there anyway. 8-4 Knights, Lady Jays ball. Into the corner. Now double team there is Eshelman, and Richards are going to force a tie-up with Jenna Gingler and get the ball back as Katie Weiss is going to check back in for Sacred Heart. She'll come back in for Nicole Richards. 1:36 to go in the first. That's Getz and Weiss. Lee and Weiss. Eshelman, far side corner to Douglas, and also out there is Getz. Eshelman, turnaround, shot no good, rebound taken. That was Aubrey Gingler with it. Now down the floor, Brummer. Same 2 names I'm basically going to call most of this girls' game, Brummer and Gingler. As the first starting 5 and the first off the bench has Richards back in for Getz. First player off the bench plus the 5 starters, either one of those 2 last names for the Blue Jays. Shot in the lane, deflected, got it back, put up good and one. That'll cut the Knight lead to a couple as they're going to ring up Adeline Lee for the foul. Or will it be?
Contact. Gotta help. Gotta help.
Free throw up and missed. Actually, they got Nicole Richards for the foul. Her first, second on the team. Another tie-up. Possession arrow will keep it with the Blue Jays. Under a minute to go now in the first. And stepping in, well, the Knights caught a break as Carly Brummer stepping in from out of bounds. That foot moved just enough as referee calls the turnover and the Knights will take it back. Far side to Eshelman, 40 seconds left. Here's Douglas, left side lane line, shot off glass, missing. And the rebound again. Back down the floor, Carly Brummer for the Blue Jays. Nearly lost it, now it is. Boy, right in front of me. Drive and a shot, right baseline, no good. Bounce pass to the left side. Boy, the defense for both of these teams doing some work here thus far. 20.4 to go in the first. And this, Nicole Richards called for the foul. Her second, third on the team. Inbound pass, Linnell Gangler into the lane. A turnaround by Brummer, shot no good. Offensive rebound, and again, a mess underneath the basket of players. Weiss the outlet from Douglas now. Right side to Lee, up, shot. Won't go for her. Another scrum for the ball. And just 1.2 remains now here in an 8-6 game. The Knights 6-0 spurt. Inbound to Weiss. And it won't go, and we are through 8 minutes, and it's been a good one. It hasn't been the highest scoring game, but a good one thus far as the Knights lead the Lady Blue Jays, I should say. Our score 8-4 as we go to a break, 8-6 rather. Knights 8, Blue Jays 6. Back after this, you're listening to Sacred Heart Basketball on Salina Post, presented by Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine.
The hours of drills, the pre-dawn workouts, the hundreds of laps. It takes hard work, passion, and drive to do what you love. When you're sidelined by injury, Salina Regional Sports Medicine is just as committed and works just as hard to get you back in the game. Salina Regional Sports Medicine, 785-452-7366. SalinaRegionalSportsMedicine.com.
Welcome back to the Sacred Heart Gym. Adam Coulter and Avery Cagle on the broadcast this evening. 8-6 the score after one. The Knights down 2-0 early. 6-0 run on their part. Then a 4-0 run back by the Lady Jays. Come within 2 as we start quarter number 2. Far side would be Carly Brummer to inbound for the Lady Jays. And there's a happy smile right to my right. Coach Hines asking, as Tori coming back to the bench and smiles there, just simply asking, are you all right? And just a smile and an affirmative yes from Megan Tori. Has a traveling violation call on the floor. Just underway here in the second. 8-6 score, Knights on top. Another high inbound pass. Turn around at the elbow. Pass down low, actually went off the shoulder of Adeline Lee. And it'll go back out to the Blue Jays one more time. 8-6 Knights by 2 over the St. John's Tipton Blue Jays. Out high Brummer, and just enough of a move to call or for a walk. So Knights with it back again. Katie Weiss will take it across the timeline for the Knights. 30 seconds gone by, second quarter. 8-6 blue and gold on top. Eshelman, pass to her, and a Aubrey Gengler going to be called for the foul. Her second first team foul in this second quarter. Quick inbound out high. Eshelman, top of the key to her right. Douglas for three, right wing. Got out the front iron. I got a little presumptuous there. It looked good from here. But off the front iron. Out of bounds back to the Knights again. Up high again. This is Katie Weiss for three. Way back there. And almost fading away with the shot, but she misses it short. And back to the Blue Jays one more time. Brummer across the floor. Shot up left side and missing. Ball at the floor. Right back to the Blue Jays. Shot up and missing. And on the floor, it's out of bounds. And it's going to be Blue Jay ball. Well, they call Nicole Richards for the foul. That'll be her third. First on the Knights here in the quarter, and back in there. Megan Torrey back on the floor. So now the starting five. Some early subs in there for different reasons. But now the starting five back out there for the Knights with Weiss, Lee, Eshelman, Torrey, and Douglas. Weiss beyond the free throw line, shot missing, and a scrum for the ball. Foul will be called. Might go on Lee. And it is on Lee, her first. Second team foul against the Knights here in the second. Carly Brummer with it. Avery Brummer right in front of her. Left side, Gengler. Gengler to Gengler. Jenna to Aubrey. Back to the near side. Carly Brummer. Entry pass. Turnaround shot good. Linnell Gengler with her second basket. That ties it at 8. There's Lee for three from the right side. Well, strong. Douglas had a hand on it, as did Eshelman momentarily, and now the Blue Jays back in transition trying to reclaim the lead. In the lane, a turnaround shot missing, but foul shots coming. It'll be the third team foul on the Knights. And it's going to go on Lee one more time, her second. Carly Brummer at the free throw line. Free throws up and missing. Shot missing, second free throws up. That one's good. So Brummer makes it a 9-8 game, and the Blue Jays are back on top by a point. Weiss down the floor. Off to Adeline Lee in the lane. Bouncing it out right side to Douglas. Douglas, the runner from the baseline, missing by Torrey. Knights ball one more time, or Blue Jays ball one more time, I should say. Another drive and a turn, a spin, a shot, no good, tipped up. Rebound taken by Weiss for the Knights. Oh, and boy, wide open underneath, but boy, nearly too strong. Weiss tried an outlet pass and had it blocked by Carly Brummer. No one in front of her, but open court in the basket. Timeout called, 11-8 now. 5-0 spurt by the Lady Jays to start the second quarter. We'll take one quick break. We'll take a quick break. We'll come back with more night basketball here as you're watching and listening to Sacred Heart Basketball on Salina Post, presented by Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine.
Salina Surgical Hospital is a high-quality surgical facility with a comfortable and home-like atmosphere. Together with our community's greatest doctors, we are committed to a patient care model where exceptional satisfaction is the norm and every patient feels like they are treated with respect, dignity, and compassion. Salina Surgical Hospital is partially owned by a group of local community-involved physicians. Talk to your doctor about scheduling your next procedure with us. Salina Surgical Hospital. Your voice, your choice.
Welcome back to night basketball. 11-8. 5-0 spurt to start the second quarter by the Lady Jays, and they now lead the Knights by 3. Either team's been up by more than 2 possessions. Comes Katie Weiss to meet Jenna Gengler at half court. Skylar Douglas. Dribbles left, dribbles right. Torrey, right side to lead. Ball fake there to the basket. Shot short. Tipped up and taken again by the Blue Jays. This is Carly Brummer. All the way to the basket. Shot deflected. Put back up, though, is good. So Brummer with 5 quick ones of the 7 in the quarter. And now their biggest lead for the Lady Jays. It's 13-8. Comes Sydney Getz back in for the Knights. Also Alyssa Patterson in there for the first time. Ava Brummer checks back in for St. John's Tipton. 4:40 left here in the second. 13-8. Knights on top. There's Torrey, left wing, into the corner to Weiss. Trying to spin out of there. Try a 3 again. No good once again. And trying to save it out of bounds. The Lady Jays to no avail. It'll be Sacred Heart ball. Into Adlin Lee. Open 3. Oh, nice fake there by Getz. Back to Lee, driving the baseline and the lane, or baseline shot there, no good. Just driving the lane to to Patterson, I should say. Out of bounds one more time. 13-8, the score remains as we're nearing the midpoint of this second period. So once again, Brummer across the timeline with Weiss waiting for her. Pumped off to Gengler. Gengler from the free throw line, shot up and short. Another offensive rebound for the Blue Jays. Another shot missing. Comes Mia Hamilton to the scorer's table. Also Skylar Douglas and Avery Escherman all set to check back in. Sydney gets called for the foul, her first and the 4th on the team. Just past the midpoint, 3:51 to play before halftime. First free throw is up and good. Jenna Gengler with another point. She's got 3. So Mia Hamilton's out there, as is Alyssa Patterson for the Knights. Addie Lee's out there. Eshelman's out there. And also out there, Skylar Douglas. So back out of bounds one more time. And the Knights trying to break this run. Addie all the way to the basket, though backing off. To Douglas. Back to Lee for 3 from the corner. That one no good, and the Knights, 3's just not falling for them. This one's going to go on Mia Hamilton. Team's 5th foul, so now 3:30 left before the end of the second quarter and halftime. And the Blue Jays will shoot 2 with every foul that the Knights commit at this point. So the free throw is up and good. Gengler with 4. Second one up, and also good looking stroke from the free throw line. 5 for Gengler, that's Jenna Gengler. As the lead is ballooned to 8, 16-8. It's a 10-0 run, up and under again. Well, whatever works. Addie Lee, her second basket, done them both the same way, but that does break a 10-0 run. Mia Hamilton called for the foul, her second personal. Knights over the limit. Back to the free throw line is Jenna Gengler. This one will pop in. One bounce off the front iron and in. As Hamilton goes out, Weiss back in for the Knights. 17-10. Second free throw's up and good. So 4 for 4 from the free throw line for Jenna Gangler here in the quarter. As we approach 3 minutes to go before halftime. Back to the near side, Douglas. Right lane line is Eshelman. Back out to Douglas. Long two left side, good. Skylar Douglas with 6. And the lead down to 6. And with it again. Referee right between me and the play. But out there to collect. And boy, as Douglas had it for a moment. Patterson lost it out of bounds and back to the Blue Jays again. The lead is 8 at 20-12. Timeout called by Carl Hines. He wants a full timeout. We'll take it as well. 20-12, Blue Jays on top. And you're listening to Sacred Heart Basketball on Salina Post, presented by Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine.
APAC Kansas Incorporated has been building the Heartland from the ground up for over a century. From the supply of aggregate materials, hot mix asphalt, and concrete to the construction of roads and bridges, we do it all. You've seen our trucks, and now we want to hire you. APAC in Salina is growing, and we are hiring for all positions. From truck drivers to mechanics, general laborers, and construction, APAC has your next career. For more details, visit the job links page at salinapost.com. Great pay and benefits, APAC is an equal opportunity employer.
Maury Clinic is pleased to welcome obstetrician and gynecologist Dr. Mariah Jones. Dr. Jones is a Salina area native and is excited to return to her roots and care for the women of north central Kansas. She completed medical school and residency at the University of Kansas School of Medicine. Dr. Jones is joining Drs. Knox, Prendergast, Morgan, Ablard, and Roche at Maury Women's Clinic in Salina. Schedule your appointment with Dr. Jones by calling 785-827-7261 or visit MauryClinic.com to learn why you matter more at Maury.
You're listening to Sacred Heart Basketball.
Back here from the Sacred Heart Gym out of the timeout, 20-12. Blue Jays ball. There's a steal on the inbound by Skylar Douglas, high off the iron, but no good. But she draws a couple of foul shots. Foul's going to go on Jenna Gangler. Just the second on the Knights. 2:22 to go in the second. 2 shots for Douglas, left-handed shot up and good. Second free throw's up, missed, and a lane violation. Back down the floor quickly are the Blue Jays. Shot missing. Offensive rebound. Kendra Gangler. And now Skylar Douglas takes it away. Adding lead down the floor. Lost it, got it right back. Now falling with it and going to be a turnover. I think a foul is going to be called. 2:01 to play before halftime. And again, right back to the free throw line go the Lady Jays. Up 7, 2013. Free throws up and good. Patterson comes out. Torrey back in for the Knights. Free throw up and well short. Didn't graze the iron, so it's right back to the Knights out of bounds. Starting 5 back on the floor one more time for Sacred Heart. There's Torrey. Douglas between the rings. Now Addie Lee. Up top Eshelman. Eshelman to Douglas. Lost it. Got it back, and now another tie up. Possession arrow. Lady Blue Jays. And a drive. Brummer to Gingler. Up and under, and another foul's going to go. It looked like Adeline Lee got her once again. I take that back. No foul call, just off the Knights out of bounds. Shot missing. And Weiss with that. Inbound. Getting to Brummer. The baseline left side missing. Scrum for the ball. And taken by Weiss, and now she wants to run. Knights with numbers momentarily. Shot up, and it falls for her.
Get up! Get up there, let's go! Break down, Katie!
Last minute of the first half. 6-point game again, 21-15. Little lob down low, up and good. Well, Gingler now with six. And back down the floor. An open shot off the glass, up and good. That was Aubrey Gingler. And the lead's ballooned to 10 all of a sudden for St. John's Tipton. Final 20 seconds. That's going to try and grab one more basket here before the break. 10 seconds. Right side, long two, baseline right, missing. Rebound to the Jays. Down to 3, down to 2. They're not get a shot off here. Big heave to no avail, and we are through 2 quarters. Halftime score, it is Beloit St. John's Tipton 25, Sacred Heart 15. We will come back after a break. Start our halftime. As you're watching and listening to Sacred Heart Basketball on Salina Post, presented by Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine.
Hometown Disposal is a locally owned and operated waste hauling company offering residential and commercial trash service. Hometown Disposal offers front load, roll off, and rear load disposal bins for all your waste hauling needs. Let Hometown Disposal assist you with all your daily, weekend, or seasonal cleanup jobs. Hometown Disposal offers waste disposal options that are simple, affordable, and stress-free. Hometown Disposal is the right choice for families, local business owners, and general contractors. Contact Hometown Disposal, Salina's premier waste hauling solution.
Looking to take the next step in your career? Consider an MBA from Want to be a part of one of the region's fastest growing universities? Visit kwu.edu/MBA today. That's kwu.edu/MBA.
Whether on the field, court, or in the operating room, experience matters. A coach loves an experienced team just like a patient values an experienced doctor. Salina Ortho has ABOS board-certified physicians with over 40 years of orthopedic service. If you need help staying active or just want to discuss options regarding the newest techniques and services and specialties that Salina Ortho provides, see one of our trusted physicians or visit salinaortho.com. Salina Ortho, your voice, your choice, past, present, and future.
When does normal acute pain become abnormal chronic pain? Chronic pain can be one of 2 types, nociceptive and neuropathic. Each type differs based on what causes it, what it feels like, and what treatments may relieve it. Neuropathic pain can often be managed by a therapy called neurostimulation or spinal cord stimulation. If you suffer from chronic pain, ask your primary care physician for a referral to the Salina Pain Clinic. Our pain specialists will discuss the right options to manage your pain. Online at salinapainclinic.org.
And now back to Sacred Heart Basketball.
Well, welcome back to the Sacred Heart Gym. Adam Coulter and Avery Cadle on the broadcast this evening. And, well, a tight 8-6 game after one's ballooned to a 10-point deficit for the Knights as the Lady Jays made some hay on those free throws, as 6 of their 19 points in the quarter came by the way of the free throw, but The Jays got hot and the Knights struggled from the field shooting. And all told, it was a 19-7 outscoring by the Jays over the Knights in that second quarter. And it brings us to a 25-15 halftime score. Well, for the Jays and the Knights, 5 players on each team respectively have scored. As for the Knights, Adlin Lee with 4 and Avery Eshelman with 4. Skylar Douglas with 3 and 2 apiece by Sydney Getz and by Katie Weiss for the Knights for their 15. Meanwhile, for the Lady Jays, spread out as well pretty nicely. 5 for Carly Brummer, 4 for Jenna Gangler, 4 for Linnell Gangler. Let me correct myself. I need to add 2 for 2 of those ladies. So it's 5 for Carly Brummer, 6 apiece for Jenna and Linnell Gangler. Aubrey Gangler with 2 and Kendra Gangler with 1. So all 4 of the Gangler girls, the 3 starters and Kendra, who comes off the bench, have scored along with 5 for Carly Brummer. But again, the most important numbers of all, the 25 and the 15, and the 10-point deficit the Knights face here in this one. We'll go ahead and take another break, continue with halftime. After this, you're listening and watching the Sacred Heart Basketball on Salina Post, presented by Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine.
APAC Kansas Incorporated has been building the Heartland from the ground up for over a century. From the supply of aggregate materials, hot mix asphalt, and concrete to the construction of roads and bridges, we do it all. You've seen our trucks, and now we want to hire you. APAC in Salina is growing, and we are hiring for all positions. From truck drivers to mechanics, general laborers, and construction, APAC has your next career. For more details, visit the job links page at salinapost.com. Great pay and benefits, APAC is an equal opportunity employer.
Maury Clinic is pleased to welcome obstetrician and gynecologist Dr. Mariah Jones. Dr. Jones is a Salina area native and is excited to return to her roots and care for the women of North Central Kansas. She completed medical school and residency at the University of Kansas School of Medicine. Dr. Jones is joining Drs. Knox, Prendergast, Morgan, Ablard, and Roche at Maury Women's Clinic in Salina. Schedule your appointment with Dr. Jones by calling 785-827-7261 or visit MauryClinic.com to learn why you matter more at Maury.
Hometown Disposal is a locally owned and operated waste hauling company offering residential and commercial trash service. Hometown Disposal offers front load, roll off, and rear load disposal bins for all your waste hauling needs. Let Hometown Disposal assist you with all your daily, weekend, or seasonal cleanup jobs. Hometown Disposal offers waste disposal options that are simple, affordable, and stress-free. Hometown Disposal is the right choice for families, local business owners, and general contractors. Contact Hometown Disposal, Salina's premier waste hauling solution.
Looking to take the next step in your career? Consider an MBA from Kansas Wesleyan. You can complete the program fully online in as little as 1 year, and your last class is free. Want to be a part of one of the region's fastest growing universities? Visit kwu.edu/MBA today. That's kwu.edu/MBA.
Whether on the field, court, or in the operating room, experience matters. A coach loves an experienced team just like a patient values an experienced doctor. Salina Ortho has ABOS board-certified physicians with over 40 years of orthopedic service. If you need help staying active or just want to discuss options regarding the newest techniques and services and specialties that Salina Ortho provides, see one of our trusted physicians or visit salinaortho.com. Salina Ortho, your voice, your choice, past, present, and future.
When does normal acute pain become abnormal chronic pain? Chronic pain can be one of 2 types, nociceptive and neuropathic. Each type differs based on what causes it, what it feels like, and what treatments may relieve it. Neuropathic pain can often be managed by a therapy called neurostimulation or spinal cord stimulation. If you suffer from chronic pain, ask your primary care physician for a referral to the Salina Pain Clinic. Our pain specialists will discuss the right options to manage your pain. Online at salinapainclinic.org.
And now back to Sacred Heart Basketball.
Welcome back to Sacred Heart Basketball on Salina Post, presented by Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine. I'm Adam Coulter along with Avery Cadle here from the Sacred Heart Gym. as the band plays on the stage here at halftime. First time we got to see them here this season thus far. But on the scoreboard, a tough one for the Lady Knights thus far, as trying to even that record overall, coming in 3-4, but close first quarter, 8-6 after one, but outscored 19-7. And a big catalyst for that was a 10-0 run to start the second quarter, where Beloit St. John's Tipton turned what was an 8-6 deficit into a 16-8 lead, and they have led since that run throughout the remainder of the second quarter into halftime. 25-15 the score, as once again updated some scoring here at Linnell Gangler with 10, Jenna Gangler with 7, Carly Brummer with 5, Aubrey Gangler with 2, and Kendra Gangler with 1 for the 25 from St. John Tipton and the Lady Jays, and 4 Sacred Hearts Lady Knights. 4 for Avery Eshelman, 4 for Adeline Lee, 3 for Skylar Douglas, 2 apiece from Katie Weiss and from Sydney Getz. So 25-15 is the score. We'll come back one more time after a break, and we'll start the third quarter after this. You're watching and listening to Sacred Heart Basketball on Salina Post, presented by Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine.
Salina Surgical Hospital is a high-quality surgical facility with a comfortable and home-like atmosphere. Together with our community's greatest doctors, we are committed to a patient care model where exceptional satisfaction is the norm and every patient feels like they are treated with respect, dignity, and compassion. Salina Surgical Hospital is partially owned by a group of local community-involved physicians. Talk to your doctor about scheduling your next procedure with us. Salina Surgical Hospital. Your voice, your choice.
Insurance is something we all need in our business, home, car, and life. But do you really understand what's covered? And most importantly, what you are paying for? Hi, this is Rob Carlson in the Salina office of Smart Insurance. Change is good, especially if you haven't looked at your insurance policy lately. I can help you understand what you need and where the gaps are in your coverage. We provide free quotes and take pride in looking out for you. Smart Insurance, with locations in Salina, Abilene, and Harrington. Give us a call today.
You're listening to Sacred Heart Basketball.
Back in the Sacred Heart Gym, Adam Coulter and Avery Cagle on the broadcast here this evening, as the Knights find themselves down 10 as we start quarter number 3 to be night ball across the court. As a starting 5 back on the floor, Ava Brummer and Carly Brummer, Jenna Gangler, Linnell Gangler, and Aubrey Gangler for the Lady Jays. Katie Weiss, Megan Torrey, Skylar Douglas, Avery Eshelman, and Adeline Lee for the Knights. Underway, bomb from the corner. There, Katie Weiss. 25-18, so the Knights chip into that deficit right out the bat with a Weiss bomb from the corner. Woo, and that's an offensive foul. Jenna Gangler called for the offensive foul. That's going to be the first on the team here, and that's going to be her third personal. 30 seconds gone by. Weiss from Eshelman on the inbound. There's Lee. Bounce pass up top. Douglas driving, and ooh, tripped. Ooh, hope she's all right. Nodding her head, it looks like affirmatively that she's all right. Well, just the little things tonight. Adeline Lee got poked in the eye, I think, initially, right here in the near corner in front of the Knight bench. At least she lost a contact. And then Megan Torrey, on the other end of the floor in the far corner, went for a loose ball and stepping on the baseline, it looked like out of bounds, but Carly Brummer called for a foul. Second, check that, third on the team already here in the quarter. And then Douglas getting tripped up. Just little bumps and bruises here and there, and overthrown out of bounds. Ball back to the Lady Jays, up 7 now, 25-18. About a minute gone by here in quarter number 3. And again with it is Gengler. Gengler back to the right side. Gengler to Gengler. Or Gengler to Brummer, I should say. Gengler again. It's been those 6 throughout. 2 twins, 2 sisters, and 2 cousins, as I mentioned a bit earlier on. There's a shot off the glass right side, good by Linnell Gengler with 12 to lead all scorers, and the lead is now 9. 90 seconds gone by here in the third. 27-18, Knights down by 9. Driving to the basket off the glass and good. Left side, good by Addie Lee with 6.
See your man, Megan. Work it, Skyler.
Reached in, tapped away. Blue Jays retrieve it. Across the timeline, Ava Brummer. 3-point shot, left wing is going to miss everything. Out of bounds to the Knights. And back in, Kendra Gengler is going to check in for Ava Brummer for the Lady Jays. Toria Weiss, left hand high in the air. Weiss near side, Addie Lee. Reach in, taken away. Just Jenna Gengler down the floor, and basket no good, but Addie Lee is going to pick up the foul. 2 shots, and Lee's third personal, first on the team for the Knights. First free throw up, and pops out. .2:15 gone by, third quarter. Knights down by 7 and by 8 now. It's Gengler's 8th point. Eshelman left side in the corner, Douglas. Eshelman again, and tied up for a moment, got it back. Out to Douglas, now Weiss. Weiss behind the back with a dribble, back to the corner. Douglas for 3, missing. Lee trying to steal it away, could not, so back across the timeline, Jenna Gengler. Driving Gengler to the basket, missed the shot strong. Rebound, put back up, no good. Put back again up is no good. Another put back up is good. Linnell Gengler with 4. Knights with it back again, up and under. Third time she made that shot, but it won't count, and the foul's going to go on Jenna Gengler. 30-20, an even 10-point lead as Torrey goes out. Richards back in for the Knights. And Jenna Gengler out. Ava Brummer back in for St. John's Tipton. So 4 team fouls, so now the Knights are going to get a chance to score with the clock stopped for more than half of this period, with every Lady Jays foul from this point on here in the third quarter. Out of bounds to the Knights. Down by 10. Quick in. Shot by Weiss, missing from long distance, but nearly getting it back now. A loose ball down the floor. Now the Blue Jays with numbers momentarily. Well, that was a nice banking shot. Linnell Gengler, 14. On the other end, the Knights just struggling offensively at times this evening. Blue Jay ball, Knights pressing. Quickly the Blue Jays out of it. Now a loose ball taken by Eshelman. Approaching the 4-minute mark to go. Now Douglas right side, up, under, good. Douglas with her 5th point. Timeout called. 4:02 to go, third quarter. 32-22, Knights by 10. Knights down by 10, I should say. It's going to be a 30-second timeout. Back after this. You're watching and listening at Sacred Heart Basketball.
The hours of drills, the pre-dawn workouts, the hundreds of laps. It takes hard work, passion, and drive to do what you love. When you're sidelined by injury, Salina Regional Sports Medicine is just as committed and works just as hard to get you back in the game. Salina Regional Sports Medicine, 785-452-7366. SalinaRegionalSportsMedicine.com.
Midpoint here of the third quarter with 4:02 to play. Blue Jay ball. Along with a 10-point advantage, 32-22 over the Knights. Knights showing some pressure in the backcourt once again. There's Gangler to Gangler. Drive up to the basket missing, and the rebound to Eshelman. Tie up. Possession to Tipton. Quick inbound, Gangler. Long three from the right wing. And on the floor, another scrum, and I call a foul. That's 5. So now the Knights, 3.5 to play in the quarter, but it'll be 2 shots from here on out, so the Knights can keep drawing the fouls. Can make some hay here in this third quarter and chip away at that 10-point deficit with the clock stopped. This will be Nicole Richards at the free throw line for the Knights. First shot up, and it rattles out. Second shot up, missed that one as well. Richards back out there, as is Getz back on the floor for the Knights. Shot the glass missing. Another scrum for the ball on the floor. Another tie up. Possession arrow. Oh, I take that back. Possession arrow Knights. Douglas looking for Lee. Gets it to her. Back to Douglas for 3. Yes. Douglas with 8. 5 in the quarter. Lead down to 7 again. Shot from the baseline on the other end is good. Gangler's got 16. Lead is 9. 2:50 left, third quarter. Gets with it. Between the rings, Douglas. Out again to Richards. Far corner, Douglas. A spin there. Tipped and out of bounds off Aubrey Gangler and off the Lady Jays. So it'll remain Knight ball. 2.5 to play, third quarter, with the Lady Knights looking up at a 9-point deficit. There's Addie Lee. Into the lane, kick back out. Little fake there to Getz, back to Lee. Right side, shot no good, and the rebound to Eshelman. Put back up, too strong. Got it back one more time, out it goes, Richards. Ball fake there, Getz, back to Richards. Back in the corner to Douglas. To the basket, got it. 7 in the quarter for Schuyler, 10 for the game. The Knights are within 7. Once again, under 2 to play in the third. The drive to the basket up, missing. Offensive rebound, kick back out. Brummer, shot up, that's gonna miss, out of bounds. It goes as Weiss will check in for Getz for the Knights. 1:44 to play, third quarter. The Knights got the stop on the defensive end that time. Need to come down and convert. Keep chipping away at this lead or draw a foul. Lee to the basket, off the glass, and good. Addie Lee with 8. And the lead down to 5 with 1:25 to go, third quarter. Knights are chipping away. cut the 10-point deficit in half at this point. 1:15, there's a reach in and a foul's going to be called. Katie Weiss with the body language, disbelief. Just a second team foul, and Katie just her first personal. 1:15 to play in the third. Right pass and the inbound taken away by Skylar Douglas. Douglas now down the floor, left side Eshelman to the basket, up, off glass too strong. And a tie-up on the floor, traveling violation called. It'll be night ball. So 1 minute, 5 seconds left here in the third. 34-29. Knights trying to cut it down to one possession this trip. Douglas for three up top. Missed it. And the rebound goes to Carly Brummer and the Lady Jays one more time. Under a minute to go, all the way to the basket. Missed the shot, but drew a foul. It'll be 3 on the Knights. Foul's going to go on Nicole Richards. Her fourth. Mia Hamilton set to check back in for Sacred Heart with under a minute to play before the end of 3. Free throw up. And it rims out for Carly Brummer. So it is Mia Hamilton checking in for the Knights. Nicole Richards will sit with 4 fouls late here in the third quarter. There's a second free throw up. That one's good. Carly Brummer with 6, and the lead also at 6. Eshelman, Douglas, near side to Hamilton. Up high, Weiss, left side to the basket, up good. The drive to the basket by by Katie Weiss rather. She's got 7, and down the floor, a shot up in the lane, missing. Rebound Knights down 4, trying to outlet now. Douglas saves it in there, Hamilton. Now Eshelman, right side to Weiss from the back door, good. 2-point game. Oh. Eshelman found Weiss streaking to the basket. Final 10 seconds, 2-point game. 2 seconds, 1 at the horn, short, and after 3, it's a ball game. Knights 35, or check that rather, the Blue Jays 35, Knights 33. Back with the fourth quarter after this. You're watching and listening to Sacred Heart Basketball on Salina Post, presented by Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine.
Salina Surgical Hospital is a high-quality surgical facility with a comfortable and home-like atmosphere. Together with our community's greatest doctors, we are committed to a patient care model where exceptional satisfaction is the norm and every patient feels like they are treated with respect, dignity, and compassion. Salina Surgical Hospital is partially owned by a group of local community-involved physicians. Talk to your doctor about scheduling your next procedure with us. Salina Surgical Hospital. Your voice, your choice.
Insurance is something we all need in our business, home, car, and life. But do you really understand what's covered? And most importantly, what you are paying for? Hi, this is Rob Carlson in the Salina office of Smart Insurance. Change is good, especially if you haven't looked at your insurance policy lately. I can help you understand what you need and where the gaps are in your coverage. We provide free quotes and take pride in looking out for you. Smart Insurance, with locations in Salina, Abilene, and Harrington. Give us a call today.
You're listening to Sacred Heart Basketball.
But exciting into that third quarter for the Knights. They got hot from the field. Katie Weiss now with 9, Skylar Douglas with 10, Addie Lee with 8 to lead the Knights. 2-point game, Blue Jay ball. Knights looking up. Now just a one-possession deficit, 35-33. Lady Jays on top at the moment. Possession arrow in favor of the Knights, by the way. And they're out of bounds. Tipped out off one of the Knights, it would appear.
Talk, guys.
See if some of that momentum from the Knights late third can carry over here into the fourth quarter. A shot underneath, missing. Offensive rebound, put back, second chance, no good. Third chance up, that one is good. Ava Brummer, her first basket, and a big time for it early here in the fourth quarter, and pushes the lead back to 4 in a two-possession game, I should say, for Sacred Heart. Knights down 37-33, a half minute gone by here in the fourth. Up top to Douglas. Surveying the situation. Got Torrey back in there. Now in the far corner to Weiss. She loves shooting that long distance shot, but nothing there. Now Lee back near side. Douglas for three again. That's going to be strong. Offensive rebound. Putback is good by Eshelman. Oh, and she's got 12. 2-point game again. Turnaround shot in the lane missing. Tipped around. Tie up. That should be night ball, and it will be. That's 6 for Eshelman. Night ball, a chance to tie it on this. Well, another pass, Douglas from Eshelman for 2. Eshelman the assist. Douglas now with a dozen. And we are tied at 37. Shot on the other end is missed, tipped around. Offensive rebound. Looks like it'll be a foul against the Knights. Just the first foul for either team in the quarter. Comes Kendra Gengler back in. Coming in for Ava Brummer for the Lady Blue Jays. 37 apiece, and here comes Nicole Richards back for the Knights momentarily. In for Skylar Douglas.
Box out and rebound.
Inbound, Weiss nearly had it, and she causes the turnover. Forcing the turnover was Katie Weiss for the Knights. Another backdoor cut off the glass and good. Nicole Richards, first bench points for the Knights. And overthrown out of bounds. Advantage Sacred Heart. Timeout called. Full timeout called by the Blue Jays. Will take it as well. 6:03 to go in the fourth. 39-37. Knights back on top as you're watching and listening to Sacred Heart Basketball on Salina Post. Presented by Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine.
APAC Kansas Incorporated has been building the Heartland from the ground up for over a century. From the supply of aggregate materials, hot mix asphalt, and concrete to the construction of roads and bridges, we do it all. You've seen our trucks, and now we want to hire you. APAC in Salina is growing, and we are hiring for all positions. From truck drivers to mechanics, general laborers, and construction, APAC has your next career. For more details, visit the job links page at salinapost.com. Great pay and benefits, APAC is an equal opportunity employer.
Maury Clinic is pleased to welcome obstetrician and gynecologist Dr. Mariah Jones. Dr. Jones is a Salina area native and is excited to return to her roots and care for the women of North Central Kansas. She completed medical school and residency at the University of Kansas School of Medicine. Dr. Jones is joining Drs. Knox, Prendergast, Morgan, Ablard, and Roche at Maury Women's Clinic in Salina. Schedule your appointment with Dr. Jones by calling 785-827-7261 or visit MauryClinic.com to learn why you matter more at Maury.
You're listening to Sacred Heart Basketball.
6 minutes to play in the game out of the timeout. Knights by 2 with the ball. Katie Weiss to Eshelman. Boy, what a great couple 3 assists. And watching head coach Carl Hines to my right. Some body language and boy, a traveling violation called. And I mentioned Tuesday night, if you're not familiar with the gym here at Sacred Heart, across the way is the home fans along with the student section on the floor. The visiting fans behind me shot up, missing by Eshelman. Some clapping and cheers across the way and very much some boos behind me. Not in favor of that last call that the Knights were the benefits of. Up top again, 5.5 to play. Knights by 2, 39-37. Reach in, taken away momentarily, and that was Nicole Richards nearly had the steal. Back up again. Drive to the basket, missed. Boy, tenacious in a word. scrappy, tenacious, and a tie-up by Adlin Lee. And they're giving it all they've got here this evening. It's fun to watch. Shot up, missing. Tipped around again and again on the floor. Weiss is going to take it for the Knights. Lee got the loose ball, dumps it off to Weiss. We'll take it across the center stripe for the Knights. Eshelman. Out to Weiss for three. Shot, good. Weiss with a dozen. 10 of them here in the second half, I should say. The lead is 5 for the Knights. 4:35 to play in regulation. Knights 42. Lady Jays 37. Up long two from the top, missed. And now the Blue Jays have gone cold from the field. The Knights have heated it up. And there's a reach in and a takeaway, and a nice play and nearly stolen away by Aubrey Gingler. Gets back in. Whites comes out, or check that rather, Richards comes out. 4:17 to play, just over the midpoint here in the quarter. And I mentioned maybe that momentum would carry over for the Knights here from the late third to the early fourth and into the fourth. Certainly has done just that. Here's Eshelman, left side Weiss. Thought about a three once again, Eshelman up top. And gives it off. Gets lost it now, another tie up. Jump ball, possession arrow will keep it with the Knights. One second beyond the 4-minute mark here in the fourth. 5-point lead for the Knights and the ball. Zaddy Lee between the rings. Douglas back to the scorer's table. Also Richards set to check back in. There's Weiss. Cross to Torrey, back to Lee. Bounce pass near side, back to Weiss one more time. And overthrown a bit. Gets overthrown a hair. So we got Douglas back in, Richards back in, Torrey goes out, and Getz will go out. 3:37 left, Blue Jays with the ball. Now they're looking up at a 5-point deficit. 2-possession game. Drive up, another shot short, might have been deflected there, put back up, no good. Out of bounds, Knight ball.
Hey, we're 5 out, motion 60.
The Knights throw right in front of us here at the scorer's table to Douglas. Back to Weiss in the center circle. And that big Knight logo.
Cut hard.
Douglas back near half court. Addie Lee.
Stay high, move. Stay high, move.
Out of bounds. Back in the game, Kendrick Gingler. And checking in Ava Brummer. Boy, if nothing else, 30-second timeout. We'll keep this right here. I was going to say that really just have to be gassed. They're only going 6 deep. Are the Lady Jays, as I mentioned, the Brummer cousins and the Gingler sisters. Those 6 ladies, as it's been Ava Brummer and Kendra Gingler, numbers 2 and 3, if you're seeing that, trading in and out. But otherwise, I don't think the other 4 have gotten a breather that I could see. So maybe a little fatigue setting in here in the fourth quarter additionally, whereas the Knights have really heated it up from the field. .254 to play, fourth quarter. Knights were down 10 at halftime. A 10-0 run to start the second quarter. Put Beloit St. John Tipton on top. Knights were chipping away in the third and finally got the lead back here in the fourth. 5-point game again. Long three from the wing, that's going to be short. And long rebound, and Knights are going to get fouled again, and it's Skylar Douglas got fouled by her opposing number 4, Carly Brummer, called for the foul on her third. Each team with one here in the fourth. Here's Nicole Richards. Skylar Douglas lost the handle, got it right back, thankfully, for her. And the Knights to the basket, no good. Rebound taken back by the Lady Jays. Outlet pass now, but Knights pointing back on defense, out of bounds. Weiss trying the deflection again, but didn't get the call. So 2:23 left here, fourth quarter, 42-37. Inbound. Jenna Brummer. Well, that was blocked. Another one deflected in the way, out of bounds. Looked like it went off Eshelman.
Hey, walk through the same thing.
And it is going to be Blue Jay ball.
Over the top. Over the top. Watch.
Quick inbound. Shot up and good. That breaks the night run. Jenna Gengler with 10. But the Knights still up by one possession, 42-39, with 2 minutes to go in the game. Knights may play a little keep away here and burn a little clock. And hopefully get something offensively to add to this lead. Right now, here's Weiss. And the Knights have been pressured all the way back. Boy, right up, open and good by Douglas. Good look. Douglas with 14. Lee with the assist, and what a look from her. The Blue Jays all worked their way near half court, and that left Eshelman and Lee both open underneath the basket. 1:20 left, out of bounds. Knight ball up 5 again.
Sir. Timeout. If I have. Thank you.
I'm going to take a full timeout and quick timeout. Back after this, you're watching and listening to Sacred Heart Basketball on Salina Post, presented by Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine.
Salina Surgical Hospital is a high-quality surgical facility with a comfortable and home-like atmosphere. Together with our community's greatest doctors, we are committed to a patient care model where exceptional satisfaction is the norm and every patient feels like they are treated with respect, dignity, and compassion. Salina Surgical Hospital is partially owned by a group of local community-involved physicians. Talk to your doctor about scheduling your next procedure with us. Salina Surgical Hospital. Your voice, your choice.
Insurance is something we all need in our business, home, car, and life. But do you really understand what's covered? And most importantly, what you are paying for? Hi, this is Rob Carlson in the Salina office of Smart Insurance. Change is good, especially if you haven't looked at your insurance policy lately. I can help you understand what you need and where the gaps are in your coverage. We provide free quotes and take pride in looking out for you. Smart Insurance, with locations in Salina, Abilene, and Harrington. Give us a call today.
You're listening to Sacred Heart Basketball.
1 minute, 20 seconds left in regulation. Knights by 5, and momentarily, Addie Lee was limping back to the sideline in the timeout, but looks like it might have been a cramp, but she's right back out on the floor with the ball. Weiss back to Lee. Driving the baseline. Gonna keep it. Now Skylar Douglas. Richards. Weiss one more time. 1 minute left. Knights by 5 with the ball. Blue Jays trying to trap near half court once again. Now Douglas. Weiss again. And a reaching and a foul called. Just 2 against the Jays here in the fourth. So still 2 to give before they would force the Knights to shoot from the line. 40 seconds. Back to the near side to Lee. Bounce pass. Richards. Weiss again near half court. Reach in, taken away. That's Linnell. Reach in by Weiss this time. I saw Linnell Gengler. And now Weiss in the backcourt.
Hey, we're 2 up.
24.2, and the Knights burn a little more clock with that turnover. Now a steal there, put back up, missed. 15 seconds left. Another put back up, good and one. That's Carly Brummer now with 8. That makes it a 3-point game, pending the free throw. So, 5th foul called on Nicole Richards. As she'll foul out with 2. Free throw up, bonus free throw is good. So that's 9. 2-point game, and we'll take a full timeout along with the Blue Jays. 44-42 Knights. You're watching and listening to Sacred Heart Basketball on Salina Post, presented by Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine.
The hours of drills, the pre-dawn workouts, the hundreds of laps. It takes hard work, passion, and drive to do what you love. When you're sidelined by injury, Salina Regional Sports Medicine is just as committed and works just as hard to get you back in the game. Salina Regional Sports Medicine, 785-452-7366. SalinaRegionalSportsMedicine.com.
Welcome back to the Sacred Heart Gym. 44-42, the Knights outscoring the Lady Jays 18-10 in that third quarter to cut the lead to 2. Got the lead back in the fourth quarter and have not relinquished it from that point. 13.4 to go in the game, but the Jays refusing to go quietly. They've cut the 5-point deficit down to 2 at 44-42, and it'll be a full court press by St. John Tipton. Knights with the ball and the 1-possession lead. Bouncing to Adlin Lee, trapped in the corner, and with 8.7, the clock is stopped once again, and another full timeout. We'll go ahead and take it. Timeout by the Knights. You're watching and listening to Sacred Heart Basketball on Salina Post, presented by Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine.
Whether on the field, court, or in the operating room, experience matters. A coach loves an experienced team just like a patient values an experienced doctor. Salina Ortho has ABOS board-certified physicians with over 40 years of orthopedic service. If you need help staying active or just want to discuss options regarding the newest techniques and services and specialties that Salina Ortho provides, see one of our trusted physicians or visit salinaortho.com. Salina Ortho, your voice, your choice, past, present, and future.
Back from the Sacred Heart Gym, 8.7 to go. Well, that was a full timeout, but that definitely wasn't a minute.
We thank you, though.
Back here from Sacred Heart. Knights 44, Blue Jays 42. Inbound in the backcourt. There's Adlin Lee on the far side. Nearly lost it and does, and it's on the baseline, or on the sideline rather, out of bounds to the Jays. 3.1 to go, they're down 2. And another timeout's going to be called again by head coach Leah Bergman, and it'll be a 30 by the Lady Jays. Coming in, we mentioned that St. John's Tipton was 3-3. They're 2-0 in the Northern Plains League. The Knights came in 3-4, 0-2 in the NCAA League. Knights trying to get back to 500 once again with the record of 4-4 with the win here, but still 3.16 left on the clock, and Blue Jays ball at half court. Blue Jays ball far end line across the court from us, right in front of the Knights student section. Down 2, and we'll see what head coach Bergman has drawn up for this final play, or what likely will be the final play of regulation. Down to 2, down to 1, shot up, missed. Knights hang on, 44-42, so the Knights do make good on it. Knights go to 4-4, remain 0-2 in the league. The Lady Jays 3-4, and remain 2-0 in the Northern Plains League. So we'll get a break in, we'll come back. Some of the post-game scoring numbers and more. Knights win it, comeback fashion and win it by a couple. 44-42 as we'll come back with more. You're listening and watching to Sacred Heart Basketball on Salina Post, presented by Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine.
Hometown Disposal is a locally owned and operated waste hauling company offering residential and commercial trash service. Hometown Disposal offers front load, roll off, and rear load disposal bins for all your waste hauling needs. Let Hometown Disposal assist you with all your daily, weekend, or seasonal cleanup jobs. Hometown Disposal offers waste disposal options that are simple, affordable, and stress-free. Hometown Disposal is the right choice for families, local business owners, and general contractors. Contact Hometown Disposal, Salina's premier waste hauling solution.
Looking to take the next step in your career? Consider an MBA from Kansas Wesleyan. You can complete the program fully online in as little as 1 year, and your last class is free. Want to be a part of one of the region's fastest growing universities? Visit kwu.edu/MBA today. That's kwu.edu/MBA.
Whether on the field, court, or in the operating room, experience matters. A coach loves an experienced team just like a patient values an experienced doctor. Salina Ortho has ABOS board-certified physicians with over 40 years of orthopedic service. If you need help staying active or just want to discuss options regarding the newest techniques and services and specialties that Salina Ortho provides, see one of our trusted physicians or visit salinaortho.com. Salina Ortho, your voice, your choice, past, present, and future.
When does normal acute pain become abnormal chronic pain? Chronic pain can be one of two types, nociceptive and neuropathic. Each type differs based on what causes it, what it feels like, and what treatments may relieve it. Neuropathic pain can often be managed by a therapy called neurostimulation or spinal cord stimulation. If you suffer from chronic pain, ask your primary care physician for a referral to the Salina Pain Clinic. Our pain specialists will discuss the right options to manage your pain. Online at salinapainclinic.org.
And now back to Sacred Heart Basketball.
Post-game of the girls game here. Welcome back to Sacred Heart Basketball. Final score and one exciting one down the stretch. The Knights down by 10 at halftime. They cut the deficit down to 2 after 3 at 35-33. They get the lead back in the fourth and do not relinquish it, but up 5 late. The Lady Blue Jays of St. John's Tipton cut the 5-point deficit down to 2, but that is the final tally, 44-42, as Sacred Heart wins it here on the home floor this evening to even their record out at 4-4. Scoring in the game, Skylar Douglas, big third quarter for her with 14. Big third quarter as 7 of her 14 and 11 of her 14 in the second half all total. 14 for Douglas, 12 for Weiss. Katie Weiss with a dozen. Also Nicole Richards with a couple off the bench, as Sydney Getz also a couple. 8 for Adlin Lee and 6 points by Avery Eshelman for the Knights, 44. For St. John's Tipton, 16 points by Linnell Gingler, 10 by Jenna Gingler, 9 by Carly Brummer. Also 4 by Aubrey Gingler, 2 from Amber Brummer, and 1 by Kendra Gingler off the bench for the Jays. But 44-42 the final, and our gem of the game brought to you by Vernon Jewelers. And one of those nights I could pick any number of these ladies, but Skylar Douglas tonight, and she had 3 points at halftime and wound up with 14 to lead the Knights in scoring. But whether it was assists, scrappy play, scoring, and again, many of the Knight girls, all those that were on the floor, can make that claim as well, that they were all a part of this victory, no doubt. Some scrappy play, and boy, just getting it on the floor for loose balls, and really kind of a bizarre, as we mentioned, First Addie Lee, it looked like she got poked in the eye, might have lost a contact early in the first quarter. So she left the floor. And then Skylar Douglas, check that rather, Megan Torrey on the far side in the corner. Actually, I think there's a trash can over there and by some railing over there, but she got a little poke in the neck actually and went out briefly. She came back in, and then Adlin Lee came up limping. I had a cramp there, got massaged during the timeout. She came right back on the floor, but just kind of a bizarre, a little injury here and there, but nothing that was substantial or kept anybody out for much of a length of time. So good to see there, obviously. But again, the gem of the game brought to you by Vernon Jewelers. Tonight's gem of the game, Skylar Douglas, 14 points, and a Knights comeback win, 44-42. I want to thank our sponsors, Kansas Wesleyan University, our halftime sponsor of the games. Our area scoreboard brought to you by Salina Surgical Hospital. And speaking of which, it's one thing I do not have any scores to give. But I want to thank our sponsor, Salina Surgical Hospital. Also, our other sponsor, Smart Insurance, with locations in Salina, Abilene, and Harrington. A couple of smart plays, both from Avery Eshelman, backdoor cuts to Skylar Douglas for baskets. That'll be our smart play of the game from Smart Insurance, with locations in Salina, Abilene, and Harrington. Also, Sage Products, Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine, Salina Septic Service, Commercial Tire Center, Salina Ortho, APAC Shears, Hometown Disposal, Bennington State Bank, and Maury Clinic. So thank you all for sponsoring Sacred Heart Sports. An exciting one here in the girls' game. 44-42. The Knights come back and hold on for the win. They go to 4-4. The Jays fall to 3-4 on the season. We'll come back after another break. We'll shift gears and start talk about the boys contest coming up. 6-0, 7-0, I should say. Sacred Heart taking on 4-2. St. John Tipton. The Blue Jays and Knights set for our second of two here coming up in just a little bit this evening. We'll take a break, come back with more. Glad you're with us as we go to break. You're watching and listening to Sacred Heart Basketball on Salina Post, presented by Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine.
Hometown Disposal is a locally owned and operated waste hauling company offering residential and commercial trash service. Hometown Disposal offers front load, roll off, and rear load disposal bins for all your waste hauling needs. Let Hometown Disposal assist you with all your daily, weekend, or seasonal cleanup jobs. Hometown Disposal offers waste disposal options that are simple, affordable, and stress-free. Hometown Disposal is the right choice for families, local business owners, and general contractors. Contact Hometown Disposal, Salina's premier waste hauling solution.
Looking to take the next step in your career? Consider an MBA from Kansas Wesleyan. You can complete the program fully online in as little as 1 year, and your last class is free. Want to be a part of one of the region's fastest growing universities? Visit kwu.edu/MBA today. That's kwu.edu/MBA.
Whether on the field, court, or in the operating room, experience matters. A coach loves an experienced team just like a patient values an experienced doctor. Salina Ortho has ABOS board-certified physicians with over 40 years of orthopedic service. If you need help staying active or just want to discuss options regarding the newest techniques and services and specialties that Salina Ortho provides, see one of our trusted physicians or visit salinaortho.com. Salina Ortho, your voice, your choice, past, present, and future.
When does normal acute pain become abnormal chronic pain? Chronic pain can be one of two types, nociceptive and neuropathic. Each type differs based on what causes it, what it feels like, and what treatments may relieve it. Neuropathic pain can often be managed by a therapy called neurostimulation or spinal cord stimulation. If you suffer from chronic pain, ask your primary care physician for a referral to the Salina Pain Clinic. Our pain specialists will discuss the right options to manage your pain. Online at salinapainclinic.org.
And now back to Sacred Heart Basketball.
Welcome back to night basketball here on Salina Post presented by Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine. 44-42, the Knights win the girls game in exciting fashion. And now we shift gears to the boys game. Get set for the Knights. Still a perfect 7-0 on the season. Out of league as were the girls tonight with Beloit St. John's Tipton, and then tomorrow night, snow permitting out west at Hayes and Thomas More Prep. Back in action a week from, well, I should say Tuesday night, as they'll face Republic County back here in Salina once again for their third home game of the season, but in a couple of non-league games tonight and tomorrow, and the Knights will try and stay perfect here on the season, coming in with 7 straight victories on the season. Meanwhile, the Blue Jays, they're 4-2, and both teams 2-0 in their respective leagues. The Knights 2-0 in the NCAA, and the Blue Jays 2-0 in the Northern Plains League. So the North Central Activities Association for the Knights and the Northern Plains League for St. John's Tipton. Go ahead and go over the starters here for this one. Oh, I've got a moment here. As coming up, well, first of all, the usual starting 5 for Sacred Heart, as it'll be a 5'9" senior Michael Matucci, 10.9 points per game, just under 11, 7 rebounds and 5 assists for Matucci. Also starting this evening, Evan Bogart, 6'3" senior forward, just over 7 points and 7 rebounds per game for him. Jet Samuelson, 6'2" senior, just over 2 points, just under 3 rebounds, and about a half an assist, I should say. 2.1 points, 2.9 rebounds, and about a half an assist per game for Jet. Max Ehrlich, leading scorer for Sacred Heart, 13.1 points per game, about 4.5 rebounds and 2 assists for the 6' senior guard. And Jason Marr, 6'3" senior forward, 6.5 points and 3 rebounds per contest for Sacred Heart. So again, Matucci, Bogart, Samuelson, Ehrlich, and Marr starting for Sacred Heart here coming up in this one. Meanwhile, for Beloit St. John's Tipton, the Blue Jays, they'll start Edward Hornick, 5'11", and just a sophomore starting tonight. He's the leading scorer for his team, 13.7 points per game, just over 3 rebounds per game for him. Kevin Schroeder, a 5'11" senior, about 1.5 points and a rebound and a half average per game. Christopher LaRock, a 6' senior, 3.5 points and just under 2 rebounds per game for him. Tyson Gates, 6' junior, 6.5 points and just under 2 rebounds per game. And Jacob Winkler, a 6'2", also a senior, just under 9 points a game and just under 8 rebounds per game at 8.8 and 7.7 respectively. So for the Blue Jays, it'll be Hornick, Schroeder, LaRock, Gates, and Winkler. And again for the Knights, it'll be Matucci, Bogart, Samuelson, Ehrlich, and Jason Mars. We'll take one more break. Get you set back, when we come back, get you set for the starting tip-off of the second of 2 tonight. The Blue Jays and the Knights. Another home game for Sacred Heart tonight. They welcome in Beloit St. John's Tipton. We'll have the tip-off after we come back. You're listening and watching Sacred Heart Basketball on Salina Post, presented by Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine.
APAC Kansas Incorporated has been building the Heartland from the ground up for over a century. From the supply of aggregate materials, hot mix asphalt, and concrete to the construction of roads and bridges, we do it all. You've seen our trucks, and now we want to hire you. APAC in Salina is growing, and we are hiring for all positions. From truck drivers to mechanics, general laborers, and construction, APAC has your next career. For more details, visit the job links page at salinapost.com. Great pay and benefits, APAC is an equal opportunity employer.
Maury Clinic is pleased to welcome obstetrician and gynecologist Dr. Mariah Jones. Dr. Jones is a Salina area native and is excited to return to her roots and care for the women of North Central Kansas. She completed medical school and residency at the University of Kansas School of Medicine. Dr. Jones is joining Drs. Knox, Prendergast, Morgan, Ablard, and Roche at Maury Women's Clinic in Salina. Schedule your appointment with Dr. Jones by calling 785-827-7261 or visit MauryClinic.com to learn why you matter more at Maury.
You're listening to Sacred Heart Basketball.
The hours of drills, The pre-dawn workouts, the hundreds of laps. It takes hard work, passion, and drive to do what you love. When you're sidelined by injury, Salina Regional Sports Medicine is just as committed and works just as hard to get you back in the game. Salina Regional Sports Medicine, 785-452-7366. SalinaRegionalSportsMedicine.com.
Hometown Disposal is a locally owned and operated waste hauling company offering residential and commercial trash service. Hometown Disposal offers front load, roll off, and rear load disposal bins for all your waste hauling needs. Let Hometown Disposal assist you with all your daily, weekend, or seasonal cleanup jobs. Hometown Disposal offers waste disposal options that are simple, affordable, and stress-free. Hometown Disposal is the right choice for families, local business owners, and general contractors. Contact Hometown Disposal, Salina's premier waste hauling solution.
Looking to take the next step in your career? Consider an MBA from Kansas Wesleyan. You can complete the program fully online in as little as 1 year, and your last class is free. Want to be a part of one of the region's fastest growing universities? Visit kwu.edu/MBA today. That's kwu.edu/MBA.
Whether on the field, court, or in the operating room, experience matters. A coach loves an experienced team just like a patient values an experienced doctor. Salina Ortho has ABOS board-certified physicians with over 40 years of orthopedic service. If you need help staying active or just want to discuss options regarding the newest techniques and services and specialties that Salina Ortho provides, see one of our trusted physicians or visit salinaortho.com. Salina Ortho, your voice, your choice, past, present, and future.
When does normal acute pain become abnormal chronic pain? Chronic pain can be one of two types, nociceptive and neuropathic. Each type differs based on what causes it, what it feels like, and what treatments may relieve it. Neuropathic pain can often be managed by a therapy called neurostimulation or spinal cord stimulation. If you suffer from chronic pain, ask your primary care physician for a referral to the Salina Pain Clinic. Our pain specialists will discuss the right options to manage your pain. Online at salinapainclinic.org.
APAC Kansas Incorporated has been building the Heartland from the ground up for over a century. From the supply of aggregate materials, hot mix asphalt, and concrete to the construction of roads and bridges, we do it all. You've seen our trucks, and now we want to hire you. APAC in Salina is growing, and we are hiring for all positions. From truck drivers to mechanics, general laborers, and construction, APAC has your next career. For more details, visit the job links page at salinapost.com. Great pay and benefits, APAC is an equal opportunity employer.
Maury Clinic is pleased to welcome obstetrician and gynecologist Dr. Mariah Jones. Dr. Jones is a Salina area native and is excited to return to her roots and care for the women of North Central Kansas. She completed medical school and residency at the University of Kansas School of Medicine. Dr. Jones is joining Drs. Knox, Prendergast, Morgan, Ablard, and Roche at Maury Women's Clinic in Salina. Schedule your appointment with Dr. Jones by calling 785-827-7261 or visit MauryClinic.com to learn why you matter more at Maury.
Hometown Disposal is a locally owned and operated waste company offering residential and commercial trash service. Hometown Disposal offers front load, roll off, and rear load disposal bins for all your waste hauling needs. Let Hometown Disposal assist you with all your daily, weekend, or seasonal cleanup jobs. Hometown Disposal offers waste disposal options that are simple, affordable, and stress-free. Hometown Disposal is the right choice for families, local business owners, and general contractors. Contact Hometown Disposal, Salina's premier waste hauling solution.
Looking to take the next step in your career? Consider an MBA from Kansas Wesleyan. You can complete the program fully online in as little as 1 year, and your last class is free. Want to be a part of one of the region's fastest growing universities? Visit kwu.edu/MBA today. That's kwu.edu/MBA.
Whether on the field, court, or in the operating room, experience matters. A coach loves an experienced team just like a patient values an experienced doctor. Salina Ortho has ABOS board-certified physicians with over 40 years of orthopedic service. If you need help staying active or just want to discuss options regarding the newest techniques and services and specialties that Salina Ortho provides, see one of our trusted physicians or visit salinaortho.com. Salina Ortho, your voice, your choice, past, present, and future.
When does normal acute pain become abnormal chronic pain? Chronic pain can be one of two types, nociceptive and neuropathic. Each type differs based on what causes it, what it feels like, and what treatments may relieve it. Neuropathic pain can often be managed by a therapy called neurostimulation or spinal cord stimulation. If you suffer from chronic pain, ask your primary care physician for a referral to the Salina Pain Clinic. Our pain specialists will discuss the right options to manage your pain. Online at salinapainclinic.org.
Salina Surgical Hospital is a high-quality surgical facility with a comfortable and home-like atmosphere. Together with our community's greatest doctors, we are committed to a patient care model where exceptional satisfaction is the norm and every patient feels like they are treated with respect, dignity, and compassion. Salina Surgical Hospital is partially owned by a group of local community-involved physicians. Talk to your doctor about scheduling your next procedure with us. Salina Surgical Hospital. Your voice, your choice.
Insurance is something we all need in our business, home, car, and life. But do you really understand what's covered? And most importantly, what you are paying for? Hi, this is Rob Carlson in the Salina office of Smart Insurance. Change is good, especially if you haven't looked at your insurance policy lately. I can help you understand what you need and where the gaps are in your coverage. We provide free quotes and take pride in looking out for you. Smart Insurance, with locations in Salina, Abilene, and Harrington. Give us a call today.
You're listening to Sacred Heart Basketball.
Welcome back to Sacred Heart Basketball. Just finishing up something I didn't think of really until now, but some people would call it a holy war or holy week, but the two Catholic schools, as tonight as tomorrow night, really neat what they lined up both of the teams along the free throw line extended, and then had a circle of some of the players and the priests here at Sacred Heart for a joint prayer. And then the young lady is Michael Matucci being introduced. I believe that is his sister that was next to me. I was right between the handoff of the microphone from the PA announcer to her, but boy, beautiful rendition of the Star Spangled Banner. Here's the starters once again for the two teams. First of all, for the visiting Beloit St. John Tipton Blue Jays, they will start Edward Hornick, 5'11" sophomore. Kevin Schroeder, 5'11" senior. Christopher LaRock, 6' senior. Tyson Gates, 6' junior. And Jacob Winkler, a 6'2" senior. So it'll be Hornick, Schroeder, LaRock, Gates, and Winkler for the Blue Jays. And for your home team tonight, the Sacred Heart Knights, as the Blue Jays are 4-2. They're 2-0 in the Northern Plains League, I should say. Meanwhile, the Knights 7-0, also 2-0 in their league, the North Central Activities Association. Michael Matucci starts tonight, a 5'9" senior guard. Evan Bogart, 6'3", a senior forward. Jet Samuelson, 6'2", also a senior in the forward. Max Ehrlich, 6' senior guard. And Jason Mars, 6'3", and a senior forward. For the Knights, Matucci, Bogart, Samuelson, Ehrlich, and Mars. Head coach for the Knights, Brian Gormley. Head coach for the Blue Jays is Lance Bergman. Got some goosebumps going on through the arena tonight. At least with me it does. So just about set to go here in this one, our second of two. Hope you enjoy this one here on Salina Post with our live streaming audio and video. Adam Coulter here at courtside. And Avery Cadle up on the camera tonight. Thank you, Avery, for all your hard work this season and all the miles we've traveled. It's one thing I love looking back at with these teams is the miles traveled all the years we've got to cover high school sports. So it's going to be Tyson Gates against Evan Bogart to jump center And this time it'll be the Blue Jays. Starting things off quickly. Three-point shot, no good. Rebound to Bogart. Sacred Heart with it. In the home whites, trimmed with the gold. Blue Jays in their road blues. Trimmed in black and white. Shot up, missing on that end. So each team one and done down the floor in a quick-moving first quarter. There's a shot up and good. Edward Horenik, and I'll correct my pronunciation there. Horenik, rather, excuse me. And Max Ehrlich right in front of us here at midcourt. Tied up with Tyson Gates, and
Because you do it your way, now they've got the ball.
quizzical look on his face momentarily. 2-0 score. And with it is Schroeder. Back to the right side, off the glass, too strong. Rebound. Ehrlich. Now Bogart quickly in transition. Up top, Mars for three from the top of the key. Missed it. Offensive rebound, put back up, good. Jet Samuelson through the quiet. He was the only starter Tuesday night without a point. I started to say really the quiet night on the defense or on the offensive side of things. But he'll start the scoring off and tied at 2 with 6:40 left. Three ball left side, missing everything. Put back up, missing. And the rebound taken by the Knights. Outlet pass. Up, under, shot good. Bogart with 2 and Matucci the long assist. 6:21 to play in the first. 4-2. Knights trying to sweep away the Blue Jays here tonight. The girls already victorious. Right elbow shot missing. Rebound again. Bogart, Johnny on the spot. That's his third rebound already. And loose ball on the floor, taken back by Matucci. Now Mars. Now Ehrlich. Up top, back Matucci. Left side, open three. Bogart, shot, good. Bogart, 5 quick ones. 7-2 Knights. 7-2 Sacred Heart. Shot up. That one will pop in. That'll break the Knights 7. And Horenik, he's got all 4. That breaks a 7-0 run by the Knights momentarily. Shot from the corner one more time. Buried. Bogart again. 8 for Bogart. 6-point game. An early timeout. A full one. We'll take it. Sacred Heart 10. And Tipton 4. Back after this. You're listening and watching the Sacred Heart Basketball and Salina Post, presented by Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine.
The hours of drills, the pre-dawn workouts, the hundreds of laps. It takes hard work, passion, and drive to do what you love. When you're sidelined by injury, Salina Regional Sports Medicine is just as committed and works just as hard to get you back in the game. Salina Regional Sports Medicine, 785-452-7366. SalinaRegionalSportsMedicine.com. Welcome back to the Sacred Heart Gym. Well, Horenik for St. John Tipton got the opening 2, but then the Knights caught fire. In particular, Evan Bogart, 8 of the 10 points for the Knights already. They built a 7-0 run before Horenik scored one more time. Horenik, I should say. And the Bogart, his second 3 of the quarter, has given the Knights a 10-4 lead early on. Boy, tenacious up the half-court stripe now. Samuelson to Matucci off the glass and good. Slow start on Tuesday for the Knights in the first half against Minneapolis. Not the case so far in this one. 3 minutes in, and there's a traveling violation on the Blue Jays. The Knights will take the ball back. 5:05 to play first quarter, 12-4 Knights. Opening up their biggest lead thus far. Still early, but the Knights running and gunning early in this one. Matucci to the near corner. Thought about a 3 there up top. Mars passes up a 3 there from the top of the key, but to the basket, missed it short. Got it back, put it up.
Max, tell Evan what he should have done there.
And Nick Newald's checked in for the Blue Jays. He'll pick up the foul, his first, team's first. 4:46 to go here in the first, and Mars for the free throw off the heel. Second free throw up, and that one also no good. Rebound by Winkler. Now in the hands of Hornick. Around a pick from Winkler. He'll put it up from three-point range. Missing a long one. Out of bounds. Night ball. So checking in now is going to be Gage Stewart. Another senior out there at 6'2". Starting five still on the floor for the Knights. Outlet to Ehrlich. Ehrlich trying to swing a pass. Got it back off the deflection. Shot no good. Rebound.
You don't have to stay behind him. You can share position. Down 3.
Three-point shot, right wing up. That'll miss. Offensive rebound, put back up. And that will also miss by Gates. Here's Matucci down the floor. Speedy guard for the Knights. Mars now takes a three. Buries it. And Max Ehrlich, the leading scorer for the Knights, is the lone starter without a basket thus far. And we've only played 4 minutes and 15 seconds. Everybody getting in on it. Loose ball right in front of me. One of the players down momentarily. Put back up. A foul will be called underneath. Had Nicholas Newald diving for the loose ball a little closer to me than I would have liked. 3.5 to play. First quarter, Knights up 15-4. Comes Luka Adami to check in for the first time. Free throw up and no good. So Mars will go out, Adami in, first bench player for the Knights. Also checking in is Gabriel Roderick checking in for the Blue Jays. Second free throw from Tyson Gates. Shot is up. Well, he just sat on the hill for a second, finally decided to want to go down. So 15-5 the score, 3.5 to play. On the other end, there's a shot blocked as Adami went up for it. And now, underneath, and Bogart again, Johnny on the spot. Collecting the loose ball. There's Adami down the floor. Now Matucci, near corner, Ehrlich in the corner. Back to Matucci, right side, Adami. He'll drive the baseline right. Eye off the glass and good. First bench points for the Knights. Knights are up a dozen. Timeout again by the Blue Jays. A second shy of 3 minutes to go in the quarter. This will be a 30. We'll go ahead and keep it right here. 17-5. The Knights up by a dozen early on in this one. And already, Bogart with 2 threes and 8 total in the first half. Also, Mars with a 3. Adami off the bench with 2. Samuelson 2. And Matucci 2. Spreading it out thus far for Sacred Heart as they lead by a dozen here at the timeout. 4 for Edward Hornick for the Blue Jays, and 1 of 2 moments ago from the free throw line. Tyson Gates with the 1. And the score, 17-5. Back from the timeout. Blue Jay ball down a dozen. Knights pressing. Under 3 and behind the back dribble though. Down the floor, up, left side, shot off the heel, no good. Offensive rebound, put back up, that's also gonna miss. Another offensive rebound, put back, another miss. 3 chances, 3 misses. 4.
He was only wide open, right down there in the corner. Why not?
Samuelson. And the pass knocked out of bounds. And the Blue Jays have 6 on the floor. Oh, there we go. It was a 3-3 zone for a moment, but Matucci, three-point shot. Bogart missed that one. And out of bounds off of Ehrlich, off Matucci rather. Out of bounds back to the Blue Jays. 2.5 to play first quarter. Knights, their biggest lead at a dozen. Up top, nearly tipped away by Matucci there. Back to the wing left. Pull-up shot high off the glass. No good. Put back up. No good as well. And the proverbial lid on the basket. Boy, the Blue Jays, plenty of chances they've given themselves, but just cannot get the ball to go. A nice pass and a shot up and good. Adami the assist, left to right to Matucci with the basket and a chance at a three-point play. 5 for Matucci, a chance for 6. And the lead up to 14. Biggest it's been. And again, no slow start tonight. Free throw up, Matucci buries it. He's got a half dozen. And Bogart leads the Knights with 8. Comes Will Tuttle coming off a 22-point game. Didn't even get into the second quarter last Tuesday against Minneapolis. And wound up getting hotter as the game went on. And finished with 22 in the win against Minneapolis a couple of nights ago right here. Under 2 to play. Now a scrum on the floor for the ball. And tie up with Winkler and with Adami. So Newald and Gates back out there for the Blue Jays. Tuttle's in there for the Knights. His first time on the floor. Under 2 minutes to go and perspiration on the floor where the two guys were on the floor battling for the ball. Again, Adami and Winkler for their respective teams. Referee Jason Gordon right in front of us too. He wiped the floor of the perspiration and wiped his bald head of his, and I say that affectionately. Back down with play. On the other end, it's out of bounds into the band, or just shy of the stage, with 1:37 to play now before the end of one. The foul's going to go on Matucci, his second team foul. And Carson Lehman's going to check in for the Knights. The 15-point lead, free throw's good. That's Christopher LaRocque at the free throw line. Second free throw up and off. And the rebound to Bogart one more time. Shot up and missing, and woo. 2 more bodies on the deck. Shot up by Tuttle, missing everything on that one. 20-6. I've got 21 for the Knights. Might have been a 3 that was actually a 2, but the Knights are up by 14, 20-6. A minute left, minute 4 left here in the first. Third foul on the Knights, and the foul will be the first on Tuttle. So Will Tuttle's out there, Luca Adami. Carson Lehman's checked in, also still out there is Max Ehrlich and Evan Bogart for Sacred Heart. Free throw by Winkler up, and it pops in and out. Winkler at the free throw line. Also in there is LaRocque and Gates. Also in there, Schroeder. Second free throw missing, and also out there is Newald for the Blue Jays. Tip from behind out of bounds. 58.2 to go, late first quarter. The Knights up 14, 20-6. Be Tuttle inbound to Adami. Near center circle. Adami bounce past Tuttle, or check that rather. Ehrlich for 3, no good. Rebound Blue Jays. Just fast-paced up and down the floor. The Knights have had the hot hand early on. There's a 3 from the left side, good, and 1. 4-point play possibility. Tyson Gase just went 1 of 2 from the line.
You got to get them quick. That was slow as heck. Not JB.
A chance for a 4-point play, which would cut the lead to an even 10 at 20-10, but free throw up. And that one will not go, and rebound to Winkler. Big body out there for the Blue Jays. Shot though missing. Out of bounds. Oh, and they say it's tipped out of bounds off the Knights as the Knights let it go out of bounds, and comes Walker Tuttle in for the Knights, in for Bogart. 40.4 to go in the first. Blue Jays still trying to get it inbounds, gets it in. So Horinick now beyond the arc. Well, a lob down low for the big fella, Winkler, and no good. And now you got 2 of the bigger bodies out there, the thicker bodies, and Winkler for the Blue Jays. And you've got Walker Tuttle in there for Sacred Heart. There's a Adami near center circle. 15 seconds left, late first quarter. It's 20-9. Driving Adami, kicked out. Ehrlich for 3 from the corner, left side, and it's through. And now all 5 starters with at least a couple for the Knights. And that will do it. 23-9 after 1. Back with the second quarter after this. You're listening to Sacred Heart Basketball and Salina Post, presented by Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine.
Whether on the field, court, or in the operating room, experience matters. A coach loves an experienced team just like a patient values an experienced doctor. Salina Ortho has ABOS board-certified physicians with over 40 years of orthopedic service. If you need help staying active or just want to discuss options regarding the newest techniques and services and specialties that Salina Ortho provides, see one of our trusted physicians or visit salinaortho.com. Salina Ortho, your voice, your choice, past, present, and future.
When does normal acute pain become abnormal chronic pain? Chronic pain can be one of 2 types, nociceptive and neuropathic. Each type differs based on what causes it, what it feels like, and what treatments may relieve it. Neuropathic pain can often be managed by a therapy called neurostimulation or spinal cord stimulation. If you suffer from chronic pain, ask your primary care physician for a referral to the Salina Pain Clinic. Our pain specialists will discuss the right options to manage your pain. Online at salinapainclinic.org.
And now back to Sacred Heart Basketball.
Back in the Sacred Heart Gym, Adam Colter and Avery Cadle on the broadcast. Knights out to a 23-9 lead in this one over St. John's Tipton. Tipton got the first basket, but Knights from that point about scored them 23-7. 14-point lead here. Early second quarter, a long 3, buried from distance. LaRock, he's got 4, so 12 points for the Blue Jays, 3 guys with 4 apiece. Down the floor of the Knights again, the lead 11. Adami, left lane line, tough angle, got the shot to go. He's got 4, 25-12. Opening minute here of the second, the Knights up by 13. Adami trying to reach in there and steal it away. Pass to Winkler, near side, 3 again, that's going to be off. Rebound taken by Will Tuttle. Will and Walker, both Tuttles in there, as is Adami with the basketball. Jason Mars in there, Will Tuttle to the basket, little floater, good. And Ehrlich still on the floor for the Knights. It's Will Tuttle's first basket. Oop. And the 7th Knight to score in the game. Spin down the lane, lost it. Winkler got it back to the basket. Left hand is good. That's his first basket. 27-14. About a minute and a half gone by here in the first. Right side to Ehrlich. Taken away. Nice steal there by Horinick. And back down the floor come the Blue Jays. Between the rings. Gates up and under. Boy, nice run there. Horinick with 6. Full timeout by the Knights, and we'll take it. 27-14, Sacred Heart on top of St. John Tipton. You're watching and listening to Sacred Heart Basketball and Salina Post, presented by Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine.
Hometown Disposal is a locally owned and operated waste hauling company offering residential and commercial trash service. Hometown Disposal offers front load, roll off, and rear load disposal bins for all your waste hauling needs. Let Hometown Disposal assist you with all your daily, weekend, or seasonal cleanup jobs. Hometown Disposal offers waste disposal options that are simple, affordable, and stress-free. Hometown Disposal is the right choice for families, local business owners, and general contractors. Contact Hometown Disposal, Salina's premier waste hauling solution.
Looking to take the next step in your career? Consider an MBA from Kansas Wesleyan. You can complete the program fully online in as little as 1 year, and your last class is free. Want to be a part of one of the region's fastest growing universities? Visit kwu.edu/MBA today. That's kwu.edu/MBA.
Welcome back to Sacred Heart Basketball. Adami across the timeline. The Sacred Heart Knights with it back. Jason Mars. Near side Ehrlich. Spinning there. Trying to go to the basket. Lost the handle and the footing. Turns it over. And they foul in the backcourt on Adami, it would appear. First foul in the quarter for either team. Adami's first team foul. Couple of minutes gone by here in the second, and the Knights still a double figure lead at 27-16. Gates looking. Gets it off to Roderick. There's a shot. Gates for 3. That one will rim off. Offensive rebound, though, lost the handle underneath. A scrum for the ball once again, and Ehrlich and Gates get tied up. And the possession arrow is going to favor Sacred Heart. So 5.5 to play before halftime. Knights up by 11. Here's Adami. Around a pick from Mars. Near corner, Ehrlich going to try a 3. Shot missed, but Walker Tuttle right there to put it back. And he's got a couple. 8 Knights have scored. Shot on the other end for 3, missing. Offensive rebound, though, Adami tying up, along with Gabriel Roderick. And it'll remain with the Blue Jays on the alternating possession arrow. 5:07 to go before halftime. Up high. 3-point shot up, missed by Schroeder, or by, LaRock that was, I should say. Adami back down quickly in transition. A bounce pass underneath, up and under. Adami the assist. Ehrlich with a basket. He's got 5, and the lead is 15, 31-16. As Bogart's going to check back in at the next loose ball. Pull-up shot, right baseline missing. Offensive rebound. The 3 from the corner up, missing, and the rebound goes to Adami. Or check that, rather. Jet Samuelson back in the game for the Knights. Samuelson. Drive on the other end. Walker, another basket for him. Walker Tuttle with 4, another timeout called. This will be a full timeout called by the Blue Jays once again. Knights 33, Blue Jays 16, back in a minute. You're watching and listening to Sacred Heart Basketball and Salina Post, presented by Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine.
Whether on the field, court, or in the operating room, experience matters. A coach loves an experienced team just like a patient values an experienced doctor. Salina Ortho has ABOS board-certified physicians with over 40 years of orthopedic service. If you need help staying active or just want to discuss options regarding the newest techniques and services and specialties that Salina Ortho provides, see one of our trusted physicians or visit salinaortho.com. Salina Ortho, your voice, your choice, past, present, and future.
When does normal acute pain become abnormal chronic pain? Chronic pain can be one of two types, nociceptive and neuropathic. Each type differs based on what causes it, what it feels like, and what treatments may relieve it. Neuropathic pain can often be managed by a therapy called neurostimulation or spinal cord stimulation. If you suffer from chronic pain, ask your primary care physician for a referral to the Salina Pain Clinic. Our pain specialist will discuss the right options to manage your pain. Online at salinapainclinic.org.
And now back to Sacred Heart basketball.
Out of the timeout, the Knights up by 17. Now their biggest lead of the game at 33-16. Just over 4 minutes to play before halftime. Underneath, Winkler turnaround shot good. He's got 4. Boy, quickly on the other end up with a shot. That was Samuelson. And the foul's going to be called on Christopher LaRocque. Just past the midpoint here of the second. And I'm sorry, that actually, I should say that's Luka Adami at the free throw line. Basket good. Adami's got 5. And the Knights lead is 16. Second free throw up, also good. So 6 for Adami off the bench. All 5 stars have scored, and a total of 12 bench points between Will and Walker Tuttle and Adami. There's a 3-ball from the corner up and good. Orinick with 9, 5 in the second quarter. And a reach in, this will go. Tyson Gates called for the foul. This will be the second team foul on the Blue Jays, his first personal. 3:33 to play here in the second. 35-21, Knights up 2 touchdowns right now. Tipped up on the inbound and taken away by Winkler. And now down the floor, LaRocque with it. Rock near corner. Lob inside, shot no good. Out there now for the Knights. Adami, Bogart, Ehrlich, Mars, and Samuelson. Big arcing inbound shot down low, and a foul before the shot. It'll be on the floor. This will be 3 on the Knights in the quarter. Second foul called on Samuelson. Looking down near corner. Horenick with it, nearly lost it, and it is lost out of bounds. In front of the Knight bench, they'll say Blue Jay ball. Quick inbound, 3-point shot in the wing right is missed. And the rebound taken by Samuelson for the Knights. 3 minutes to go, just over 3 to go here in the second quarter. Knights by 14, their big lead's been 17. Mars for 3. A little backboard, little rim. 6 for Mars. And the Knights back up by 17. The lob down low for Winkler, and a crowded Knights, and he missed the shot but drew a foul. This will be 4 on the Knights. Jason Mars will pick up the foul, just his first personal. 17-point game, 38-21 Knights. They were down 2-0. That was the lone time the Knights have been down in the game. Free throw up and missed. Matucci back in, so the 5 stars are back out on the floor for the Knights as Adami's out. Matucci, Samuelson, Bogart, Mars, and Ehrlich on the floor for the Knights. Second free throw, good. So 5 for Winkler, all here in the second quarter, and the lead 16 for the Knights and the ball. The Ehrlich to Mars, right side, Samuelson in traffic. There is near side from Bogart. Matucci or rather, else checking back in for the Knights. Going to be Will Tuttle. Back in Niewald, Nicholas Niewald back in there for St. John's Tipton. Last 2 minutes plus of the first half, and the Knights up by 16. Around a pick from Winkler is Hrenik. Tip back out to him. Hrenik, Winkler, double team there. 3-point shot, Hrenik got it. He's got a dozen. The lead 13. Dozen for Hrenik on that shot. The lead for the Knights now a Baker's dozen. 38-25. Foul this time going to go on Winkler. First personal. It's going to put, with their third team foul, it's going to put Ehrlich at the free throw line for the Knights with a left-handed shot. Missed the first one. 1:51 to play in the second. Knights took their first lead early and have not relinquished it after being down early 2-0. Minute 45 and counting here before halftime. Into the corner. And now Samuelson called for the foul and he knew it. Too much arms over the back and the body of Tyson Gage, who's at the, or check that rather, Gage Stewart is at the free throw line. Free throw up. Free throw up, no good. I'm trying to be professional here. I got Luca Adami getting some playful joking from the referee about being from his Italian roots. All in good fun. He's in there now with the basketball. A drive to the basket, and Luca right out the front iron, no good, but boy, both teams tenacious. Matucci tips it out, retains the possession for the Knights. Now Bogart kicked down in the corner. Tuttle for three. Tuttle buries it. 5 for Tuttle, and the lead 16 again. And reaching taken away by Matucci, and wait, Knights just relentless and tenacious, and really both teams for that matter. There's a layup right side up and good with the left hand. Max Ehrlich with 7, and the lead 18. Final minute of the first half, and the Knights by 18. There's a reaching and a takeaway. Tuttle goes to the left side off the glass, left hand up and good. 7 for Will off the bench. And as I said, 8 Knights have scored now. Final 27-26 and counting here. Winkler, that one won't go. Got it back momentarily. Offensive rebound to Hrenik. And we're down to 15 seconds left. In the lane, turn around again. That one down, Gage Stewart. And right back down the floor. 5 seconds. And down the floor. But the layup will not count. It was late, and after 2 quarters, all Sacred Heart as they lead at 45-27. We'll come back and start our halftime after this break. You're listening and watching to Sacred Heart Basketball and Salina Post, presented by Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine.
Bank proudly supports local sports and wants each student to know that their hard work and talent is noticed and appreciated. At Bennington State Bank, they care about local communities and are committed to fostering long-term relationships through the delivery of excellent customer service, integrity, and fairness. From helping local businesses to supporting community youth and nonprofits to helping you purchase your dream home or invest in your future, Bennington State Bank is here to help. Give them a call to experience exceptional banking with hometown service. Bennington State Bank, your trusted hometown FDIC. APAC Kansas Incorporated has been building the heartland from the ground up for over a century. From the supply of aggregate materials, hot mix asphalt, and concrete to the construction of roads and bridges, we do it all. You've seen our trucks, and now we want to hire you. APAC in Salina is growing, and we are hiring for all positions. From truck drivers to mechanics, general laborers, and construction, APAC has your next career. For more details, visit the job links page at salinapost.com. Great pay and benefits, APAC is an equal opportunity employer.
Maury Clinic is pleased to welcome obstetrician and gynecologist Dr. Mariah Jones. Dr. Jones is a Salina area native and is excited to return to her roots and care for the women of north central Kansas. She completed medical school and residency at the University of Kansas School of Medicine. Dr. Jones is joining Drs. Knox, Prendergast, Morgan, Ablard, and Roche at Maury Women's Clinic in Salina. Schedule your appointment with Dr. Jones by calling 785-827-7261 or visit MauryClinic.com to learn why you matter more at Maury.
Whether on the field, court, or in the operating room, experience matters. A coach loves an experienced team just like a patient values an experienced doctor. Salina Ortho has ABOS board-certified physicians with over 40 years of orthopedic service. If you need help staying active or just want to discuss options regarding the newest techniques and services and specialties that Salina Ortho provides, see one of our trusted physicians or visit salinaortho.com. Salina Ortho, your voice, your choice, past, present, and future.
When does normal acute pain become abnormal chronic pain? Chronic pain can be one of two types, nociceptive and neuropathic. Each type differs based on what causes it, what it feels like, and what treatments may relieve it. Neuropathic pain can often be managed by a therapy called neurostimulation or spinal cord stimulation. If you suffer from chronic pain, ask your primary care physician for a referral to the Salina Pain Clinic. Our pain specialist will discuss the right options to manage your pain. Online at salinapainclinic.org.
And now back to Sacred Heart basketball.
And welcome back to Sacred Heart basketball here. Halftime of the boys game. Knights in a commanding lead here in this one, 45-27. Joined now by the head coach of the Sacred Heart girls, Carl Hines. Congratulations on the win this evening. You guys got behind and you just kept clawing back, and I've been using the word tenacious and different words of that nature tonight. Talk about the girls. You know, they got down early or down at halftime, but then you caught fire in the second half and came back and got the W.
Yeah, and they're not always going to be pretty, and tonight sure wasn't. It's a tough week for us. You know, Minneapolis on Tuesday, and they were really, really good, and that took a lot out of us. And then, you know, you play really well coached and tough, rugged Beloit St. John's Tipton team, and you know, we fouled early. We were tired. We were had no legs. We couldn't buy a basket, and energy wasn't real good. We talked about some things at halftime and came out, and you know, I thought Skylar was really good in the second half, and you know, the rebounds, we were better on the glass in the second half, and we just kind of fed into that and found some energy and like you said, some tenacity, to a will to overcome a 10-point deficit. So,
and kind of a little bizarre, I mentioned too, it looked like Addie lost a contact. I think she might have got poked in the eye early on, and then Megan Torrey over, I'm pointing to the corner where I think she got nicked in the neck maybe. Yep. And Addie came up later limping a little bit, but looked like you massaged the cramp out of her. She came right back in out of the timeout, and then there's one more I'm forgetting, but just seemed like we had all these bizarre little things happening, but everybody's fine as much as we can tell.
Yep. I think everybody's going to be okay. Megan dove for a loose ball down there by the bleachers, and luckily turned her face and caught the edge of the bleachers, caught her in the neck. But she's going after a loose ball on the court. And she embodies, you know, that kind of toughness, and hit her arm pretty good. She's going to be sore. Addie she took a shot to the face and lost a contact and was cramping up pretty bad. But she battled her way through it, and really kind of took a leadership role a little bit in the second half there, and getting us into what we wanted to do and what we talked about to try and change the energy level at halftime. So it was good.
I'll bring up one in particular. I always see Katie Weiss. She seems like, I say tenacious and, you know, gutsy and scrappy, whatever word you want to use, but she's the one on her face, I think, the most that you could. There's no mystery what she's thinking or feeling when she's out on that floor.
That's true. She can score the basketball. She shoots it. She's one of the best shooters in the league, and she has been for 3 years. And she works on that craft, and we lean on her a lot. And she's stepped into a leadership role. Obviously, Avery and Megan and Sydney are leaders too, and they're all great. But we were able to run a set, and we got a couple back doors, and then things opened up for her, and she got a good look at the rim on the left side, and then came off for an open three, and then I think we went on a little 7-0 run or 7-2 run there. And that kind of ignited some things for us in the way we finished. But we still fumbled the ball there late in the game and turned it back over, and so we've got some things to clean up, but it's a grind.
Yeah, up by 5 late. They went on they got 3 back on you. Final score 44-42, but you did hold on and got the W. You're back to 500. And one more thing for you here, Coach, before I let you go. Just any thoughts to? Well, I keep saying snow allowing, because I know there's some in the forecast here and out west, but assuming that game takes place, which by all accounts it should at this point, nothing major out there, but TMP, Thomas More Prep and Hayes, any thoughts about that game tomorrow night?
Right. They lost a really good player in the Von Winnel girl last year, but they've got some girls out there, and it's hard because you're scouting 2 games then and trying to throw everything into one practice, and it's hard to do for these young ladies and us as a staff. But they're going to show different pressure looks. They're going to give some zone looks. They might drop into some man. We've seen some of that too. They've got a lefty that shoots it pretty well, and then they're going to get on the glass. But they look a little younger, like they're kind of rebuilding. But I believe this is their first game back out of break, and this will be our third
in 4 nights.
Yeah, so it's going to be a grind, but we're looking forward to it. So,
all right, Coach. They just head coach of the Sacred Heart girls as they improved to 4-4, back to 500. Carl Hines, thanks for joining us, and good luck tomorrow night.
Thank you, Adam. Appreciate it.
Thank you very much. That is, again, the head coach of the Sacred Heart girls, Carl Hines. We'll take one more break before we get set for the start of the second half. As I switch my sheets here, the boys, go ahead and go over the scoring here real quick for Beloit. Down 45-27. St. John's Tipton, the Blue Jays, 12 for Edward Horinick, 5 for Jacob Winkler, 4 for Tyson Gates, 4 for Christopher LaRock, and 2 off the bench for Gage Stewart for the Blue Jays. Meanwhile, for the Knights, all 5 stars have scored, as well as 3 bench players, as Evan Bogart leads them with 8, Max Ehrlich with 7, Jason Mars with 6, also Luca Adami 6, Will Tuttle's got 7, 5 for Michael Matucci, 4 for Walker Tuttle, and 2 more by Jet Samuelson for Sacred Heart's 45 points. The Knights by 18, 45-27. We'll take one more timeout. We'll come back with the start of the second half. You're watching and listening to Sacred Heart Basketball on Salina Post, presented by Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine.
Looking to take the next step in your career? Consider an MBA from Kansas Wesleyan. You can complete the program fully online in as little as 1 year, and your last class is free. Want to be a part of one of the region's fastest growing universities? Visit kwu.edu/MBA today. That's kwu.edu/MBA.
Whether on the field, court, or in the operating room, experience matters. A coach loves an experienced team just like a patient values an experienced doctor. Salina Ortho has ABOS board-certified physicians with over 40 years of orthopedic service. If you need help staying active or just want to discuss options regarding the newest techniques and services and specialties that Salina Ortho provides, see one of our trusted physicians or visit salinaortho.com. Salina Ortho, your voice, your choice, past, present, and future.
When does normal acute pain become abnormal chronic pain? Chronic pain can be one of 2 types, nociceptive and neuropathic. Each type differs based on what causes it, what it feels like, and what treatments may relieve it. Neuropathic pain can often be managed by a therapy called neurostimulation or spinal cord stimulation. If you suffer from chronic pain, ask your primary care physician for a referral to the Salina Pain Clinic. Our pain specialists will discuss the right options to manage your pain. Online at salinapainclinic.org.
And now back to Sacred Heart basketball.
And back as we get set for the start of the second half. 45-27, Knights on top by 18. Someone special out in Ames, Iowa listening tonight. Synonyms for tenacious, tough, forceful, and relentless. So relentless, I like that one. Thanks, Jonna. Listening to us online as you are watching us and listening to us. Thank you very much for that. Start of the third quarter with the Knights with the ball on the far sideline. And the 18-point lead. Comes Sacred Heart once again. Starting five back on the floor for both squads. No, I take that back. That's Walker Tuttle in there. Ehrlich underneath. Far corner to Mars. Back baseline up. Shot will fall for him. Jason Mars with 8. And the lead's an even 20 at 47-27. Blue Jays ball. Pass down low, and Walker Tuttle and Jacob Winkler. Walker Tuttle called for the foul. First personal, first on the team. Out high, around the arc it goes. There's a drive left side, up, shot, no good. Rebound, that's Bogart for the Knights. Outlet to Ehrlich. Matucci with it now. Jason Mars. Jet Samuelson is the one Knight starter that didn't start this second half. Walker Tuttle in there as the one bench player. Matucci, baseline right, good. Matucci with 7, and the lead 22. .720. Well, the clock's not moving. Clock. Well, the clock's sitting at 7:22. I don't know if anybody realizes it. Clock. Well, 49-27, the score remains, and on the other end, it's going to be Bogart to the free throw line for the Knights. The foul went on Winkler at second. Free throw is good. Bogart 9. He makes this one. He would actually be the first Knight in double figures. 8 guys have scored, and just a nice balance between these guys here scoring tonight. Bogart with 9, looking for 10 with the second free throw. And the shot is, boy, look at Matucci coming in there for the rebound. Out of bounds, back to the Knights. Walker Tuttle just got a hair off bounce to kind of sway in the arms a little bit, trying not to fall into the lane, but shot and missed nonetheless. 7:15 to go, third quarter. Here's Ehrlich. Lob down low, Walker Tuttle, and missed the shot rather. Tuttle's to the line. 48 seconds gone by here in the third quarter. Matucci to inbound for the Knights, baseline right. And it goes Bogart, Matucci, 3 ball up. 3 ball pops in and out. Saving it inbounds, but Ehrlich saved it, but right into the hands of Tyson Gates and the Blue Jays. A minute gone by, third quarter. Knights up 23 now, 50-27. A lob down low. Winkler kicked out, open 3 from the left, up, missed. Offensive board put back up, no good. Rebound Knights, and it's Ehrlich. No, check that, Bogart rather with the rebound. Knights back down the floor. Up 23, Matucci down the lane, up and no good, and foul's gonna be called on LaRock. It'll be on the floor. That's gonna be the third team foul, also the third personal for Christopher LaRock. Checking in now, Gage Stewart and Gabriel Roderick. Out will go Little Rock also out will go Nicholas Newald. For the Knights. Into Bogart for three, right side, missed it. And Matucci going for the loose ball, and Matucci, Ehrlich, Bogart, Mars, and Walker Tuttle. 50 to 27, I should say. Come the Blue Jays back down. The three-point shot from the left wing, up, missing. Long rebound to Winkler, up top. Just checking back in, shot up and missing. And the rebound back to the Knights off the miss by Hrenik. 2 minutes gone by. There's Ehrlich, left side. Around a pick from Mars. They're looking for one anyway. Mars from Bogart to the basket. Baseline left, no good. Tipped around. Walker got it back. Walker Tuttle, and he's going to be fouled. Or will he? No, he won't. Well, Blue Jays ball nonetheless. 5:40 left, third quarter. Second of two here tonight. Sacred Heart girls got to win in comeback fashion, 44-42 earlier. The boys trying to complete the sweep against the Blue Jays here from St. John's Beloit, or St. John's Tipton from Beloit, I should say. 5:25 to play in the third, and a 50-27 advantage. The score remains in favor of the Knights by 23. Comes Matucci. Senior guard saunters across the half-court stripe. Back to the near side, Matucci with it again. Kicked out, Ehrlich thought about a three there, ball fake, and lost the dribble, and taken back by the Blue Jays. And really the gym has gone, well, there's Matucci. Couple coming to charge him, but basket up and good. Matucci's got 9. Bogart and Matucci lead the Knights with 9 points apiece. On the other end, a quick shot and a foul. 52-27, a 25-point game, and really, for as loud as the gym was in the first half, the really quiet on both ends here as the second half has begun. And the Knights really pulling away in this one. Free throw up and no good. Second shot coming up for Hrenik. It's up and good. So he's got 13. He leads all scorers. Just not getting a lot of help in the scoring department from the rest of his team. He's got 13 of the 28, nearly half by himself. There's a shot up missing by Bogart and a foul underneath. No, they'll call a tie up. And comes Will Tuttle back in, and Luca try that again. Walker Tuttle's out, Will Tuttle's in, Jason Mars out, and Jet Samuelson back in the game for the Knights. Quick inbound, Will Tuttle to the free throw line in the lane, and a traveling violation called on the Knights. And the ball back on the turnover to the Blue Jays. Knights led by 18 at halftime. The lead's ballooned to 24 now. Just a single point in nearly 4 minutes of this third quarter for the Blue Jays. Still looking for their first field goal. That one will miss. Rebound to the Knights. Jet Samuelson, Matucci, near side, open three for Ehrlich. Shot up, missed. And Winkler retains it. And going out of bounds, and for the Blue Jays, and a carrying violation called on Hrenik in the backcourt. So it's going to go right back to the Knights with an even 4 minutes left in this third quarter. .24 lead for the Knights, and full timeout called by the Knights, and we'll take it as well. Sacred Heart 52, St. John Tipton 28. Back after a break. You're watching and listening to Sacred Heart Basketball on Salina Post, presented by Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine.
Hometown Disposal is a locally owned and operated waste hauling company offering residential and commercial trash service. Hometown Disposal offers front load, roll off, and rear load disposal bins for all your waste hauling needs. Let Hometown Disposal assist you with all your daily, weekend, or seasonal cleanup jobs. Hometown Disposal offers waste disposal options that are simple, affordable, and stress-free. Hometown Disposal is the right choice for families, local business owners, and general contractors. Contact Hometown Disposal, Salina's premier waste hauling solution.
Looking to take the next step in your career? Consider an MBA from Kansas Wesleyan. You can complete the program fully online in as little as 1 year, and your last class is free. Want to be a part of one of the region's fastest growing universities? Visit kwu.edu/MBA today. That's kwu.edu/MBA.
Back in the Sacred Heart Gym, 3:58 to go, third quarter. Matucci on the inbound for the Knights, again sauntering across the half-court stripe. Bogart, right elbow, looking, left side, Tuttle, man. And Will with 10 again. 22 on Tuesday night off the bench. There's a 3 on the other end, no good. Again, the Blue Jays, a single point from the free throw line here in the quarter, and the Knights lead has ballooned now to 27. And should it go to 30, that magical 30-point number, that'll be a running clock in the fourth quarter. (55-28) 3-ball. Tuttle again, that one off, but the put back up and good. Matucci with 6 in the quarter, 11 for the game. Three-point shot from the wing right, that's also missed. Rebound, Bogart. 3-on-3 down the floor, bounce pass right to the left, up and good. Tuttle with a dozen. Lead is 31. Still 2:45 to go here in the third. 59-28 Knights. So they're going to go to 8-0. Winkler for 3 from the wing, missed. Offensive rebound put back up, also missed. A third offensive possession up and good. Tyson Gates, I believe. Fourth foul on the Blue Jays. First basket, and it took about 5.5 minutes of the quarter for the Blue Jays, their first field goal, and 29-point lead for the Knights at the moment. Bogart spinning and looking, thought about a shot there for a moment now. Cross-court pass. Samuelson back to the right side, Bogart. Ehrlich driving in the lane in a crowd and missed the shot. Winkler with the rebound. And with 2:03 left in the third, 59-30. Driving again, a long 3 from the wing right, missing everything. Out of bounds, back to the Knights. Hornick checking back in for the Blue Jays. Also in there will be Christopher LaRock. For the Knights on the floor are Bogart, Matucci with the ball. Ehrlich, Will Tuttle. And Samuelson, couldn't find him. Shot missing from three-point range. Offensive rebound to Ehrlich. Tuttle underneath with the rebound and a jump ball. Possession arrow, Blue Jay ball. Adami to check back in for Bogart for the Knights. 93 seconds left. Final minute and a half of the third. Knights up by 29. Beyond the arc. Reaching in a takeaway. Matucci wants to run. to Adami, up with the left hand off the glass, up and good. Adami's got 8 and the lead back north of 30 at 31, 61-30. A minute left to go in the third. And with it, Newald missed the shot. Rebound, well, taken down. Another tie-up. And Sacred Heart's going to take it on the alternating possession arrow and the tie-up. Final minute here of the third. There's Adami calling for a pick. Near side, Ehrlich. Out high, back to Adami. Boy, back to Tuttle. And now outside, Matucci for 3, left side. Yes. Matucci's got 11 in the, or check that, rather 9 here in the quarter. 14 for the game now. I don't know, 20 seconds, and there. High pass. Lost out of bounds. It'll be night ball with what'll be likely one possession here to finish up the third quarter. And the Knights up 34. And neither team in no particular hurry. 10 seconds here in the quarter. Adami, the basket, left hand again. Oh, right hand, he switched hands, but same result, and he's got 10 off the bench. And at the horn, a shot no good. We're through 3. Sacred Heart 66. And Beloit, St. John's Tipton 30. Back with the fourth after this. You're listening and watching to Sacred Heart Basketball on Salina Post, presented by Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine.
Whether on the field, court, or in the operating room, experience matters. A coach loves an experienced team just like a patient values an experienced doctor. Salina Ortho has ABOS board-certified physicians with over 40 years of orthopedic service. If you need help staying active or just want to discuss options regarding the newest techniques and services and specialties that Salina Ortho provides, see one of our trusted physicians or visit salinaortho.com. Salina Ortho, your voice, your choice, past, present, and future.
When does normal acute pain become abnormal chronic pain? Chronic pain can be one of 2 types, nociceptive and neuropathic. Each type differs based on what causes it, what it feels like, and what treatments may relieve it. Neuropathic pain can often be managed by a therapy called neurostimulation or spinal cord stimulation. If you suffer from chronic pain, ask your primary care physician for a referral to the Salina Pain Clinic. Our pain specialists will discuss the right options to manage your pain. Online at salinapainclinic.org.
And now back to Sacred Heart Basketball.
Back with the fourth quarter here from Sacred Heart. There'll be a running clock here as we start play with a deficit for the Blue Jays north of 30 points. 66-30, the Knights on top by 36. Into the game for the Knights. Luke Coland and Carson Lehman have both checked in. Lehman actually got in earlier in the game, also out there. Luka Adami off the glass, up and good. It's 12 for Luka. Also out there for the Knights, Will Tuttle. I'm missing one. Shot up and good. Nope, missed that. Will Tuttle. Luka Adami. Well, Samuelson's in, that's the one I missed again. So it's Samuelson, the lone starter on the floor for the Knights. So Jet Samuelson, Luke Colin, Carson Lehman, Will Tuttle, and Luka Adami, the 5 on the floor for the Knights. Just one starter in Samuelson. I would venture to guess the other 4 are done for the night. A minute gone by here in the fourth. Shot up, jumper missed, offensive rebound. Winkler put back up and good. He's got 7. 68-32. Samuelson left side and Colin. Now Tuttle, 3-point shot in the corner is missed. And the rebound knocked out of bounds into the Knight bench, and it'll be Blue Jay ball. It's a running clock, and we're down to 6:21 to go in the game. Across the timeline, Tyson Gates with the ball. Working against Tuttle, a pick around him. Loose ball again, still on the floor. Still scrapping both teams. And away with it is Adami. Off it goes to Tuttle, back to Adami. Into the corner, Lehman for three. Back to the other end. Hornick gonna drive into a couple of Knights, and it's out of bounds. It'll stay with the Blue Jays. Inbound pass, quick shot up and good. Tyson Gates with 8. 68-34. Knights up 34. There's a whistle and a foul called. Foul's going to go on Tyson Gates. His third personal, first on the team here in the final period of play. Quick inbound to Luka Adami. Under 5 to play in the game, and there's a foul called. Tyson Gates called for another quick one. Fourth personal, second on the team here in the quarter. And Mars will check back in for the Knights. In for Samuelson. Adami near corner to Tuttle. Left corner. Adami drives a baseline, kicked out Mars. Colin, Lehman. Back to Mars. Back to Adami beyond the arc. Around a, well, tried to go around the pick anyway. Near corner for three. Shot, good. Tuttle again. He's got 15 off the bench. 71-34 Knights. 37-point game. Down the floor again, Tuttle underneath with the left hand, good. 17 for Tuttle. About 3.5 to play. There's a lob down low for Winkler off the bottom of the board, and Mars will pick up the foul.
That ball's in the air, you gotta commit.
Basket good. Winkler with 8. Gage Stewart just checked back in for the Blue Jays as we hit the 3-minute mark. Second free throw good. 9 points for Jacob Winkler. In a 37-point game. Lane still hustling as both teams, for that matter, despite the score. It's Coleman. Back to Adami. Tyson Gates just fouled out, I should say, with 8 points. And checking in now will be John Mick, his first time in the game. .61 sophomore is John Mick. Shot no good from the left corner from Coleman. Cole Linda, I should say. Under 2 to play in the game. The Knights are going to go to 8-0. Remain 2-0 in the league. As we'll get a little rest tonight and hit the road tomorrow. Out to Hayes, shot from 3-point range, missed. Out to play Thomas More prep for the Knights, boys and girls, and there's a foul across the timeline into the front court. Third game in 4 nights, and busy week for the Knights, to say the least. 75 seconds left in the game. There's Winkler for three, left side, missed. And the rebound taken by Luke Colin. Off to Lehman. Lehman with it, Colin, Mars. Mars back to Colin. Or rather Lehman, I should say. Now a three-point shot from the corner is missed. Tipped up and taken back by the Blue Jays. Rebound by Gabriel Roderick. The three from the right wing on the other end, that's missed. Offensive rebound stripped away by Mars. And given now Adami ahead of the pack, up off the glass and good. Adami's got 14. 30 seconds left. Knights by 39. Shot up and short. Almost wedged between the backboard and the cylinder. But just about done with this one. The final 15 seconds will melt away, and there's 10. Quick inbound, Winkler with it to the basket, up off the glass and good. He's got double figures now. In double figures with 11, and that will do it. Final score, the Knights win it 75-38. We will come back to our scoring numbers, hopefully catch up with the head coach of the Sacred Heart Knights, Brian Gormley, during postgame. 75-38, the Knights sweep it tonight over Beloit St. John's Tipton here on the home floor. Back after a break, you're watching and listening to Sacred Heart Basketball on Salina Post, presented by Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine.
The hours of drills, the pre-dawn workouts, the hundreds of laps. It takes hard work, passion, and drive to do what you love. When you're sidelined by injury, Salina Regional Sports Medicine is just as committed and works just as hard to get you back in the game. Salina Regional Sports Medicine, 785-452-7366. SalinaRegionalSportsMedicine.com.
Hometown Disposal is a locally owned and operated waste hauling company offering residential and commercial trash service. Hometown Disposal offers front load, roll off, and rear load disposal bins for all your waste hauling needs. Let Hometown Disposal assist you with all your daily, weekend, or seasonal cleanup jobs. Hometown Disposal offers waste disposal options that are simple, affordable, and stress-free. Hometown Disposal is the right choice for families, local business owners, and general contractors. Contact Hometown Disposal, Salina's premier waste hauling solution.
Looking to take the next step in your career? Consider an MBA from Kansas Wesleyan. You can complete the program fully online in as little as 1 year, and your last class is free. Want to be a part of one of the region's fastest growing universities? Visit kwu.edu/MBA today. That's kwu.edu/MBA.
Whether on the field, court, or in the operating room, experience matters. A coach loves an experienced team just like a patient values an experienced doctor. Salina Ortho has ABOS board-certified physicians with over 40 years of orthopedic service. If you need help staying active or just want to discuss options regarding the newest techniques and services and specialties that Salina Ortho provides, see one of our trusted physicians or visit salinaortho.com. Salina Ortho, your voice, your choice, past, present, and future.
When does normal acute pain become abnormal chronic pain? Chronic pain can be one of two types, nociceptive and neuropathic. Each type differs based on what causes it, what it feels like, and what treatments may relieve it. Neuropathic pain can often be managed by a therapy called neurostimulation or spinal cord stimulation. If you suffer from chronic pain, ask your primary care physician for a referral to the Salina Pain Clinic. Our pain specialists will discuss the right options to manage your pain. Online at salinapainclinic.org.
And now back to Sacred Heart Basketball.
Back one final time here from the Sacred Heart Gym. Thanks for joining us here. Adam Coulter and Avery Cadle on the broadcast, and another home game, another home win for the boys, and the girls in a tight one early, but come back and hold on to win that one as well. So a doubleheader sweep by the Knights over the Blue Jays in this one. Final scoring in the game as the Knights win the boys game 75-38 for this one. And 8 guys score in this one, as it's Will Tuttle padded his numbers a little bit in the last quarter. He finishes with 17, 14 for Luca Adami and 14 more for Michael Matucci, 9 for Evan Bogart, 8 for Jason Mars, 7 for Max Ehrlich, 4 for Walker Tuttle Wather, easy for me to say, 4 for Walker Tuttle, there we go, and also 2 by Jet Samuelson in the ball game. So scoring all around for the Knights. 8 guys score, and 35 of the 75 points for the Knights off the bench in this one as well. So nice balance for the Knights as 8 guys score in this one here tonight. Meanwhile, Edward Hornick, 13, 11 for Jacob Winkler, 8 for Tyson Gates, 4 for Christopher LaRock, and 2 points off the bench for Gage Stewart to account for the 38 for the Blue Jays in this one. Final score of the boys game rather, 75-38. Final score of the girls game earlier, 44-42, and got coach here right now, head coach of the boys, Brian Gormley. Where do I begin? A blowout for you guys. I just mentioned 8 of your guys scored. I know a couple of the guys kind of padded the numbers in that fourth quarter, but nice to see all 5 starters scoring in this one, at least a couple, and 8 guys scoring, so a nice balance for you guys as far as the scoreboard is concerned. Congratulations, Coach.
Hey, thanks a lot. Appreciate it. It was a fun night. We had an advantage tonight, already having a game under our belt, as you were just here 2 days ago, and we'll be at Hayes tomorrow. So it's a busy week. It was nice for the kids to come out and get 2 home games here.
And I noticed there's always seems like there's someone who doesn't score a lot, like Jet Samuelson. I think he had the very first basket of the game, but again, Walker Tuttle got off the bench. He got a couple of baskets back in the second quarter, and just again, all your guys, I think I make this point about every game, but just the balance with you guys, and just I don't think any of those guys care who gets the numbers, who gets the scoring numbers. You guys just want W's.
Yeah, and I think that showed, if you watch us even last year, these guys were starting to develop that mentality. They're solid defensively. We do share the ball, and we do have guys who can score it. And, you talk about Will. Will had the explosive second half last game against Minneapolis, and Luca Adami off the bench tonight. He's scoring in every quarter. And so we have other guys who can score besides just the first 5. You mentioned Jet, and there's nobody that works harder than Jet. He's an excellent offensive rebounder, and he and Evan kind of give us some versatility at that 3 and 4 spot to be able one guy go in, one guy go out, and that they've been doing a good job of communicating that all year.
Tenacity, relentlessness, that frenetic pace for these 2 teams, or your team I should say in particular, but up and down the floor. And really I commended both teams for just, despite the score getting lopsided as the game went on, both teams still scrapping from bell to bell, so to speak, first quarter to the fourth.
Yeah, we've played St. John's for several years now, and regardless of the score, they're always going to play you hard. They're always going to be good inside around the basket. And they fight defensively. We had some issues, especially in that second quarter, with defending the low post. And they just have good footwork in there, and they're determined to put the ball inside. And they came in. They're 4-2. They're an excellent 1A school, and I think you'll see them in a sub-state maybe make some noise.
There you go, Coach. Congratulations. Before I let you go here, just any early thoughts? And right around the corner, you guys are right back at it. 3rd game in 4 nights and back on the road. Any early thoughts on TMP to share? Yeah,
we'll head down there tomorrow at 2 o'clock, and JV will be lacing them up about 4:30, so it's going to be a quick turnaround for these guys. But TMP was arguably one of the 2 or 3 best teams in Class 2A last year, and they had that 4th place finish, and they lost to Mound Ridge on basically a buzzer beater. And they're playing with a new crop of guys, but you'll see a lot of young guys out there on the floor. The Dinkle kid has been really impressive so far this year, and I don't know if there's a 2A that plays a tougher, earlier pre-Christmas schedule than what Hayes does every year. I mean, they're going to play Hayes High, they'll play Lawrence Free State, they'll play Sunrise Prep JV. I mean, they are playing everybody who wants to come out there. So you just kind of throw the records out when you look at TMP in the first part of the season, and it's going to be fun playing in that crazy, unique hockey rink gym that they have down there.
My first time over there. Looking forward to that, Coach. One question. I'll ask you to be a prognosticator here. No, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, we're all keeping an eye on it. I know it got put back a little bit from what it was, so keeping fingers crossed that maybe it holds off till about 11 p.m. as last I heard.
Yep, that'd be about right. Let us get out there, get back, and get those games in. But either way, Coach, congratulations on this one. Enjoy it for as briefly as you've got to enjoy it, but we'll get right back at it. We'll see you tomorrow night out in Hayes.
All right, thanks, I appreciate it.
Thanks, Coach. That's head coach of the Sacred Heart boys, Brian Gormley, joining us as we wrap it up here for tonight. From Sacred Heart, doubleheader sweep as the Knights win it 75-38 in the boys' game. Likewise, the girls 44-42 earlier on as well. So the Sacred Heart boys improved to 8-0, and the Lady Knights improved back to 500 at 4-4 on the season. So I want to say thank you very much for listening to us here this evening. Our audio and video here on Salina Post and our presenting sponsor, Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine. So thank you very much for watching and listening along with us. For Avery Cato, I'm Adam Coulter. The Knights sweep it here tonight. The girls' final 44-42 and the boys' final 75-38 as they defeat and sweep 2 from the St. John's Tipton Blue Jays here in Salina. Back in action tomorrow night right here on the stream, I should say, but heading out to Hayes, we hope. We'll join you about 5:40 for pregame, 6 o'clock tip for the girls and the boys to follow for Sacred Heart basketball. And from Sacred Heart, once again for Avery, I'm Adam. Thanks for listening and watching, and good night from Sacred Heart.
You've been listening to a presentation of Eagle Radio and Sacred Heart Basketball.